It's the TalkOver. How are you, Sarah? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I hit the start button and I was sitting in a weird hunchy spot. I was like, oh no, I have to do stuff now. I can't just click. Hello, everyone. We're going to watch Barbie tonight. I have been waiting the entire time that Barbie has existed. Last summer, I took a trip. For starters, Sarah and I have played over 1,000 hours of Dungeons and Dragons together. We've fought side by side, back to back. We fought against each other. We have lived and died 1,000 lives. And I took a break from D&D to take a vacation to go see my friends and family. And while I was there, Barbenheimer happened. I was in the middle of it. I had no idea this was going on. And so I told my friends, well, you know, it's a weird thing. Every time I go to visit them down there, a Spider-Man has been in the theater. So like we've done it like 3 times. And I was like, it's weird there's not a Spider-Man playing this weekend. So I told them when I get back, I'm going to watch Oppenheimer. I'm not going to make anybody go see Oppenheimer with me. I'm just contractually obliged to see every Christopher Nolan film in the movie theater. So I said, I'll do it when I get back. And they said, no, you want to go watch Oppenheimer? We'll go watch Oppenheimer. I'm like, is that a family? They're like, we're doing it. We get there an awkward amount of time early and I see my first line of pink people walking into the theater. And I'm like, what's that all about? And they're like, Barbie, idiot. So I said, it would be funny if we went to the clothes store next door and got pink stuff to go watch Oppenheimer. And that's how I got this necktie. Let me tell you, don't take your family to see Oppenheimer. I made a joke.
I probably could have told you that.
I didn't ask them to. That's the other thing. They were like, no, Trent, you want to see this?
We're
going to make sure you see it.
They volunteered to be traumatized, so it's not your fault.
I made a joke about, it's going to be fun watching the dance scene after the sex scene. There was like 3 sex scenes in Oppenheimer. It's a hard R amount of sex scenes. So I get back and I had been talking to my friends about, all this ideas that I had of stuff I wanted to do. When the plane landed back in Wisconsin, I was already on my phone texting people that I wanted to fire stuff up with because I had a lot of ideas. But, you have an idea and then you sit on it and then you don't do it. I wanted to start and I said, I got 2 weeks and I'm going to launch this thing called the TalkOver. And after that, Sarah said, well, let me know when you get around to watching Barbie and tell me that you've watched Barbie. And I said, let's just watch it on the TalkOver. And I've had to wait this entire time with all the thumbnails and the commercials and the reaction videos and the podcasts about it. I can't even watch half the people that I like watching because they're like, this week we're talking about Barbie. I'm like, so we're doing it. We're watching Barbie. So, Sarah, what did you think about Barbie when you saw it?
Fucking loved it. So let me take you on a journey here. Oh. So I turned 30 this year and I was totally fine 30. With it. I was fine with it. I was like, 30s, this is going to be perfect. This is when you become an adult.
It's 29, yeah.
Exactly. It's fine. And then I heard about Barbie coming out, and it came out 2 days before my 30th birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw it was coming out and went, oh, my God, I'm going to go see this for my birthday. And then I had the thought, oh, my God, I'm going to go see a Barbie movie for my 30th birthday. And I started my existential crisis about turning 30. Legitimately, I started feeling bad about it as soon as I had that thought. And I was like, that's not okay. That's not okay. I worked through it. But I had a fucking moment about it. But I fucking loved it. It was fantastic. Obviously, there's definitely a point in the movie where I went, I don't want to pay attention to this anymore. And that might have been because of my own breakdown that I was having about turning 30.
Wow.
But that was only really when it got to look at this deep message. I was like, I want to see pretty things. But I accepted, the overall good message at the end. But it really is wonderful. It was everything I could have possibly wanted it to be.
Aww.
My favorite thing about this is when you're a little girl, especially growing up, so 90s kid or whatever. Yeah, you know what it's like to be a little girl in the 90s. We didn't have they didn't make movies about our toys really, up to the aughts to the tens. We didn't have
because they made fake toy movies because Toy Story does it. Well, it had real toys like Slinky Dog and it had a couple, but then they mostly made up their own toys for those.
And even then it's so it's a cowboy, a fucking Space Lightyear guy. There's one, it's Lil Bo Peep. That's who we get. It's Lil Bo Peep. That's the only girl toy. Granted, not fucking toys are gendered, but people made them gendered.
Toys were gendered when we were kids. We don't have to exactly. It's fine whatever we're doing now, but when we were kids there were girl toys and there were boy toys. Girls acted a certain way and boys acted a certain way. It is what it is.
Fucking McDonald's made you choose. There are 2 genders. Which one are you? And you better not fuck it up. because I'm gonna look at
Jeez.
you weird. It's a whole thing. So being able to see it now as somebody who like I said, I was turning 30 and having that experience as an adult, I know the movie is basically about the crisis I was going through.
Oh no.
And
Okay.
and
Well, it
that's
sounds like they nailed it then.
yeah, and that's what was so fucking beautiful about it is I'm like, oh my God, this like, oh, it was
You guys
perfect.
have me
So,
really scared to watch Barbie. Somebody told me today they cried at it, and I was like, "What am I
oh, a
about to
thousand
fucking watch?"
percent. Oh yeah,
Really?
that's when I started to tune out. That's when I was like, I don't want this. I don't want this
Oh
at all. I didn't
no!
ask for this.
I
I
can't.
came back. It's fine.
I'm not famous enough to pull a Kevin Smith. I can't be crying on the internet. I don't know about this. I don't know if I signed up. I don't know what I signed up for. We might as well
Like
watch
I said,
Blue
just
Valentine if we're gonna do
disassociate.
that. Okay.
No, it's excellent.
Here's my thoughts on Barbie as a toy. I was jealous of Barbie when I was a kid. So like I had GI Joes because I was a boy, and I grew up in the 90s, not in 1960. I wasn't playing war, and like I don't want a little wardrobe of tiny clothes to put I don't need doll clothes, but like I don't need them to always be at war. What I liked about GI Joes was the extra points of articulation. They were smaller so they could fit in a lot more vehicles. But guys, Barbie had a Corvette. We got stuck with that stupid, smelly Bigfoot. And Barbie was driving the most dangerous car statistically in the world. What were we doing wrong, guys? We missed the mark on that one. So I was a little jealous. Also, Barbie had Chad's in the chat. Hello, Chad, saying hi. There was also cases to carry stuff in, and there was also there was just so much accoutrement. And then one of the first toy movies to come out for real toys was the G.I. Joe movies. Did you watch those wet wipes?
Well, as I'm a girl, I wasn't allowed to watch those movies. Why would I want to watch those movies?
They
said, get the fuck out of here, little kid. But you're right. Like they had just so much media for even stuff like, and again, not that like Power Rangers. It had two girls, right? Like woohoo, one of them's pink.
Power Rangers was kind of more omnisexual. Whoa,
it had a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but also so genderless, except for the colors.
Sure. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I didn't think about that. It's still a little dude heavy, but it's something.
The other really amazing thing about Barbie, and I could go on about this for hours, so we'll have to hit play.
You're gonna have to for a couple hours, yeah.
Yeah.
You're contractually
Barbie
obliged now. So
is one of little girls only played with baby dolls for a very, very long time because that's just what they made and what little girls need to practice when they're little, being moms.
Yeah.
And it is what they like to do.
If you could do it in the kitchen, that would just be convenient. Like if you could just if we could put the laundry room in the kitchen.
I didn't have a little kitchen. No, I didn't have play sets like that. No,
You did come back. So like
I did a lot of processing with this movie.
So the thing is, we're separated by about a decade, and that's what my original intro tonight was going to talk. I was going to ask you what you thought about Steven Tyler, and I was going to work my way because that's another thing too, is thinking about just the zeitgeist of everything with you being about a decade behind me, because you certainly are aware of a lot of the things. It's just there were things you were coming up with I wasn't aware of because I was doing what you do 10 years ahead. It also, I'm going to tell you this, hearing you say that about turning 30 makes me feel good. When I turned 27, I was miserable. The morning I woke up, I had records all over my bed and I was sticky from champagne. We had thrown a champagne showers party and I was completely wasted. And I woke up and go, well, I'm 27 now. I'm ready to die. Pack on another decade and here we are. So I like hearing you say it because it makes me feel a little bit better. Like, okay, all right, we all have our own ways of dealing with it. So
yes, exactly.
You're right. Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Everybody out there right now, Barbie is on HBO Max, so go check it out. Oh, Erin's joining us. She's a Barbie girl. Ooh. Real quick side thing about Aqua's song Barbie Girl. I bought that CD the same day I bought the Eiffel 65 CD for I'm Blue. The song I'm Blue in the mall, and I ran into a friend and he goes, "What do you buy?" And I showed him, he goes, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Come on, Barbie, let's go party." Now we're talking the night. Well, that was
that
like
movie
2000,
though.
so.
That song tortured millions of older brothers around the world
what that?
in a
No, that
way.
song rocked, man. That was so everybody would get down to. It
But
was silly.
picture a young somebody you already hate because they're your little sister. So start
Okay.
there. And then they're small and their voices are so high and they never fucking stop. Oh, there's the
That's
sneaky
El Chupacabra.
chupacabra.
There it is.
Yeah, so
The
but
Chupacabra.
yeah, like just always, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
I was obsessed with that guy's
Always.
hairdo that was just this
Yeah.
bar. Come on,
Come
that guy
on,
was
let's go party.
weird.
Fucking love that guy.
Oh man,
That guy confused me a lot as a child
he
and
probably
awoke
confused a lot
some
of children.
things. I think that just
Well, let's be honest. Aaron says, haha, how was the rest of the album? I don't remember it. I honestly don't. I still have it. It's on a spindle right over there underneath the Fuji's, the score. Let's go, baby. It was a time and we lived it. I don't still have the Eiffel 65, though. That does say something about that. Maybe that guy was onto something. Go over to HBO and queue up the movie right now. In a minute, I'm going to count 3, 2, 1, go. We're all going to click go on go. I'm going to put a timer up on the screen. That way you can stay synced up, and we'll take a break at the hour mark so you can go take care of things. It'll be a 5-minute timer for the 5 Ps, personal time, PPs, and poo-poos. Spoilers, the timer is longer than 5 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll talk for a moment, and then we'll get back into it and finish up Barbie. Are you ready, Sarah?
I sure am.
All right, here we go. Let me get all the things in the stuff. That and then that. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. That's the first time it's like way too loud in my ear. Every time I'm always like, oh yeah, I got to turn the volume up on this thing. There we go. Oh man, they even did the logo treatment too.
Just so much like dopamine with all this little nostalgic stuff. Oh, the font. That's the Barbie font.
Is that the Barbie font? I didn't know it had a font.
To me, it has a font. I'm worried that I'm going to be like, it's the Barbie font. People are going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I'm pretty sure that's the Barbie font.
Okay. I didn't talk about the bona fides of this movie. It's a Lucky Chap film. Do you also worship at the feet of Margot Robbie and everything she does?
I try not to, but then I do.
I have an effigy I burn to her. I kill people and like throw them into the sun for her. She helped start a production company, and they've done I, Tonya, they did Birds of Prey, they did this, they did a Saltburn, Promising Young Woman. Like,
oh shit.
Yeah, Lucky Chap's
well,
hot.
you're gonna fucking love this shit then. Side note, she on every Wednesday, she said the crew had to wear pink. Okay. And if they didn't wear pink, she would fine them, and all the fines went to charity. But
it's
yeah,
like
she went around.
A swear jar.
Yeah,
that's amazing. It's a little creepy, but it's kind of funny at the same time. How did everyone know to wear pink? How did I miss that? That's ridiculous. What?
Yeah. So. This is the first Barbie outfit that ever was Barbied.
It's 2001: A Space Odyssey. They're doing the obelisk.
Yep.
Look at her.
God, gorgeous.
I love her. She's wonderful.
She is.
This kid is. It's like the girl version of Ralphie from Christmas Story.
Real well, my brain immediately went to Con Air, the little girl as Steve Buscemi flies away.
I don't think that girl's real. I have a theory.
I think she is, and I think she hates dolls.
Yeah. Somebody told me of interesting. There's a through line with Steve Buscemi and Con Air and Billy Madison and a couple of others where he's in Armageddon. He's 100%. It's a cinematic universe of Buscemi. Okay. I can't imagine smiling that much that long. Like Frankenfurter said, it makes my face ache. It's hard having a good time.
It's a good point. I wonder how bad it was.
You know what? I bet you didn't remember one thing about Barbie. Did you ever play the Nintendo game, dog?
I don't think so.
You had to run from tennis balls. Barbie was trying to not get Falls.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was hard. I played it a
I
lot.
can imagine. They do basically a Space Jam with this, where Barbie World and Real World are just next to each other.
All right, that's fine. That helps ease. That's a good transition right there, I think.
I like it.
Like a Lego movie as well. That had that.
Yeah.
I mean, Lego Movie was a good toy IP now I think about it.
Oh yeah, I loved Lego Movie. Which Lego Movie is great partially because of the score, as is this.
Now
so
look.
there. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, so there's a very specific scene, and I think it's in here that everybody freaks out about because she does it herself.
Vote? Math?
Oh,
drive?
when she goes to take a shower. I'm remembering now.
All by herself?
Yeah, it's really impressive. Also, Barbie Dreamhouse is quite possibly the best thing that's ever existed.
They're pretty cool.
And I did not have one, but my friend did. And so I spent a lot of time at her house. This is the scene. Took 8 shots that she did that.
Okay.
Just a random fun fact for you.
She pantomimed the shit. Well, she does like to bathe in her movie. She was in the bath in Big Short. And then was it a shower scene? There was a scene in Wolf of Wall Street. Oh no, she threw water on Leo when he was still in bed.
Oh yeah. God.
Never mind. Oh no, walk to the pool. Okay. I was gonna ask if that was Helen Mirren.
Yep. And then the best part is that is just exactly how it was when you had it. The pool, you just gotta walk across it. You can go take your little fake shower, but there's no water, of course. If you were lucky, you had one that was fancy enough that you could press a button and it would make noise and make it sound like you're taking a shower. Oh, it was fancy.
No way. Oh, she's even got an old Corvette. They all got old Corvettes. That's the most dangerous of the Corvettes. That thing would just fly off the road.
She's a very safe driver.
Good, because you don't need to go over like 45 in one of those. Will Ferrell, it said he's in it. I didn't know. There's a lot of dudes that I don't know that are in this. I'm excited to find out. But we were just talking about Lego Movie. Is he in the real world in this, or is he in the Barbie world?
Real world. This
it's
movie
a cinematic universe.
It is. Oh shit. This movie has an insane amount of people just in it in general. And a lot of it is just bit parts, but he's in it a little bit more. He actually does some acting.
Okay.
And I love Will Ferrell.
Did it just say was Lizzo? Was that a Lizzo song that was just playing? Oh, okay.
Sure was. That's Midge, by the way.
Okay. I don't trust her already. Oh wait, I've heard of that toy.
Yep, she's the one that you take her belly off and there's a baby in it.
Oh, good. Now we can teach them that.
She's discontinued. She was discontinued quickly, if I remember correctly.
It's an affectation of a bygone era, for sure. I mean, even the original Barbies, I think, were kind of sort of a throwback in a sense. Just from, coming off of like the baby boomers and stuff. Everybody came back from war and this is what they were like, women should look like this, I guess. I don't agree with it, but
I did like how they kind of handled that in this, where they just women are whatever size they fucking are in this.
Okay. Well, that's
like they're just chill about it. I like it.
It's better than being in the other way. Yeah. I would much rather that. So, it just said
there's so much blue.
Oh, there is a lot of blue, actually. Well, you got to contrast it. No,
you do.
Greta Gerwig's husband is Noah Baumbach. They both wrote a bunch of stuff together. He helped write one of the best scripts of all time, and that's Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. Yeah, Greta Gerwig's insanely talented. I mean, Lady Bird was what was like really getting her picked up, but she did a crazy amount of acting. And I talked about this during Avatar. She did one of the directors on directors like GQ things. And it's a really long conversation with Greta and James Cameron where they talk about being creators. And it's fascinating because they both were like, do you ever wonder if what you're doing, people are going to like what it is you're doing? To hear someone say that's incredible. It's the gods. I have a poster that you can't see that's right here of Drive. And he's looking at Vanilla Ice. So every morning I look at Vanilla Ice and I look at Ryan Gosling. I go, let's go. And then I slap a high five to Shep over here. That's my
Oh
boys.
my God. You are gonna love Ken.
Oh, man. This is... Oh, go ahead.
I love the basic thing of them just all greeting each other makes me so happy.
Because you think they do it
that
every day.
Well, and like that's what it's Alan.
Was he a real toy?
Yeah. Alan is married to Midge. Alan actually had sex with Midge. That's how she got pregnant.
Oh.
But there's only one Ken or one Alan.
And Barbie never has a kid.
No, of course not. Barbie's a very career-focused woman.
If you don't shoot your shot in the first year, you're heading into a not good place. You need to go ahead and shoot your shot or give up on it, Ken.
Look at him go.
Oh, he's so drunk. I'm so excited about fall. Oh, it's like Truman Show. Okay. You know what? I'm seeing some of this Wes Anderson, Noah Baumbach, like as someone who's gets weird like visual jokes. It's a pretty good way to supplement like special effects and stuff. It's kind of genius.
I especially love it because they do it exactly how a child playing with a doll does it. You're like, okay, so Ken does this crazy flip as he frickin' hits the waves and blah blah. I love it.
You know what I find also fascinating about Barbie? I never owned a single Barbie, but every now and then I would wind up with a Barbie shoe. They would be in Lego tubs.
Yeah.
They would be in if you got used to, because like we would do like yard sales and stuff like that, and I would end up with like secondhand toys every now and then or stuff. And it's like the pennies of the toy world is the Barbie shoe, the little pink plastic high heel, which is indestructible.
It's impossible to keep them together.
I bet. They're tiny.
Ridiculous. They are, and they don't stay on the foot as well as you would think. That's a very complicated thing.
I never would have thought of him as Ken. I think this is the most interesting choice they made.
And he just nailed it. I wasn't sure about his hair at first either, but he really pulls it off.
Yeah, it's hard to do that plastic look and it not end up looking like a Max Headroom or something.
Yes.
Oh. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Yes.
Oh, choreographed dancing?
Always. To warn you, the Aqua song is not in this movie.
There was a hubbub about that.
Yes, there's a remix by She Who Shall Not Be Named in the credits.
They beefing. That's right. You told me about
She Who Now Not Be Named, and a woman who recently released a song called I Think You Shit Fart. So I've never actually listened to the song, and I'm good with that.
That might be the first parenthetical fart in a song.
Right?
That's up there with the what's the one that's like Escape, the Pina Colada song or whatever?
Yeah, of course.
The whole thing is parenthetical.
I forgot about that. Also, I love the amount of glitter in this movie. It makes me very happy.
Yeah, we were talking about, I'm more happy about the sequins. I'm not a glitter guy.
I want that jumpsuit.
It's a nice jumpsuit, yeah.
Also, as a kid, I wanted every single outfit Barbie had, and this movie made that 20 times worse because now I can buy a lot of these
There's
things.
a market for the used, like it's interesting. I've been spending way more time on eBay, and you come across like toys are so huge, and Barbie still is like, there's people that really go in for collecting and grading them and all that stuff. I
had a client who frequently bought both.
Oh, yeah.
You have to get I love it. He would get 2 holiday Barbies every single year.
Oh, really?
Expensive as hell, yeah. God.
What do you think a Barbie went for? Just a basic ass Barbie back in, 1999?
I don't know how much anything cost in 1999. Oh,
That's
no.
a good point. All right, yeah.
They're expensive though, like $20 usually. Yeah, that was how
Okay.
much it was when I was a kid, and that's too much to ask
it's
for
like
your
30
parents.
to 40, depending on.
Probably, yeah.
That's a lot for one toy.
It is, especially a toy that, depending on what type you're buying. You might not even take it out of the freaking box,
Mhm.
or do very much with it.
Mhm. Well, they are kind of in-action dolls. I'll give them that because they have less points of articulation.
So, it depends on which Barbie you're dealing with. There are Barbies with poppable knees. Thank you very much.
They pop.
So Barbies don't really have like the hinge knee that
Mhm.
other dolls have. It's a smooth thing, and I don't know how they did it, but there was a thing you could do where you crack it basically, and the angle would be different.
Like if you're trying to fit a body into your composter and you have to break the
Kinda.
arms and legs.
Yeah, kinda.
They weren't the people. I'm just gonna, people weren't very nice to girls. I'm just gonna say it's like a lot of
Accurate.
people not nice to girls. You have to break their knees to bend their knees.
It was. I occasionally was like, "Is my Barbie just broken?" But I don't think so. I think
Got
it
the
was that
clicky
way.
Barbie. Oh, I
Yeah,
thought they just didn't bend. Okay.
not all of them did. We did also miss a very important plot point of Barbie's suicidal.
Wait, it was I don't want to
Mhm.
make jokes about that.
Well, it
Um,
was not technically Barbie's suicidal. It's does anybody think about death or all the time?
that's different. That's different. That's we all
As
do.
a therapist, I do have to state that's different.
We were talking about this beforehand. I wanted to tell people I saved Barbie to watch it with a therapist. What does that mean? We got a first time chat. Stephen Kelly's joining us. My sister got them in the 90s for like $5. Really? That's it. That's
Really
a bargain.
surprises me.
Well, you could also
Man,
get
maybe
like
my
a lot of
parents
stuff
just
for
didn't
$5
want to
back
buy
then.
me fucking Barbies. Is that, oh, they're too expensive. No, you just don't love me, Mom. Uh,
This is Cyndi Lauper. I know this
oh, I
one.
fucking love it.
I love Cyndi Lauper. I was listening to Good Enough literally like 2 days ago. It's from the Goonies soundtrack. There's 2 music videos for that song. Cyndi Lauper's the business, man. Because girls do just want to have fun.
That song, it doesn't matter what era you were born, whatever. That song gets kids fucking crazy. We love that shit.
I
I
like
do
the
just
weird
want to have
noise.
fun.
The boop, 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 boop. I love.
Mhm.
I think it's wonderful. Now, I will say I'm okay with sequins. I'm fine with sequins. That's an awesome blankie. And the dresses with sequins because see, you don't wake up with a sequin stuck to your face and then everybody goes, you got a glitter, you got a piece of sequins on your
Yeah,
face all day long.
and then you can't get it off at all. Oh God, that bed is so perfect and beautiful. Fun fact,
Oh
they
yeah.
ran out of pink paint in the world because of this movie.
Did they have a supply shortage? No, you're shitting me. Really?
No, they did. They did of pink paint.
Good for them.
Uh-huh.
Wow. That's such a weird thing. Can't you just mix red
Mhm.
and white? Didn't it?
Fuck no. It is a very specific pink, and Greta
Okay.
was that was all Greta Gerwig saying, hell no, we're going to use as much pink as
Because it
possible.
can also accidentally almost be Pepto Bismol. It is almost that,
Yes.
and you can slip into that easily. So, well, did it? Okay.
There's real water. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
is it
that
like
outfit
Pleasantville?
too.
The first time they hook up, everything starts turning to color. Isn't that what that movie's about? I think it is. It's
don't
been a
know
long
that I've
time.
ever seen that movie.
Yeah, it's in black and white, and I think when
Oh,
Tobey Maguire it's probably Kirsten. I don't think it was Kirsten Dunst, but it might have been. It was the time, but they hooked up, and then they were in color, and everyone else was in black and white, and they're like,
oh,
"Why are you in
weird.
color?" And they're like, "I don't know," and everyone's
And
like,
you're
"I
like,
think it's because they had sex."
that would be mortifying.
Yeah. Oh, Beach Barbie, let's go. Well, I mean, we were just had Beach Barbie, but I meant to say
Yeah,
Volleyball Barbie. I'm sorry.
it's okay. I love Beach Barbie and Volleyball Barbie.
Oh, look at this. Oh man. Boy, I gotta tell you, as a guy that has tried on, I've definitely tried on high heels. Like I've definitely been hanging out with my girlfriend and been like, and put them on, and be like, look, I'm like, like I've definitely done that. I don't get it, man. I don't understand how. I see people running them fucking things, man. I don't understand it.
It's a skill. I
Okay.
used to be good at it. I'm not anymore. I
Oh, yeah.
discovered I'm no longer good at it when I was wearing 6-inch gold glittery platform heels at work.
Oh,
It was
okay.
It
Good
was for a
morning,
costume
folks.
party.
Okay.
Yeah. That was when I had to be an Eastern European governess for
The
a
therapist is
murder
in.
mystery thing.
That's awesome for a murder mystery. That's cool.
Yes. And then everyone mocked me the entire time because I walked like a newborn giraffe.
Yeah, Steven says he can't walk 3 steps in the theater. I don't get it, man. Okay. So so I used to go to Rocky Horror Picture Show a lot. There's a store up the road from where I used to go in Atlanta, and it's called Jumpman's Daughter. And inside is a staircase, and the staircase is a giant platform shoe. You walk up the middle of it, and upstairs is nothing but platform and high heel shoes. Some of them have like goldfish in them. Some of them are like go-go boots. It's right next to a store called Psycho Sisters, which is a stripper's clothing store. It's the most wonderful little area that you've ever seen. Little 5 points.
There is just certain stuff that like I don't need it, but I want it. And also, well,
Okay, I gotta talk about this. Oh, Uno Stacco. I had that piece of shit game. Oh, it was like, you know, the fun of Uno and Jenga? Let's combine them and make a less fun version of both of them. I had it. It was fine, but it was plastic Jenga. Okay, so
that's pretty lame.
All right. When I would go to Rocky Horror Picture Show, at the beginning of it, they would play games, and then you would try to win. You'd buy raffle tickets, and they would raffle off stuff they got from a thrift store, like trophies and dumb stuff. They picked up. There was a Barbie head that had hair that you could style.
Yeah.
It was like this big, like a bust. They called it "Fucked Up Barbie Bitch," and what they did was someone would win it, and then they would go home and mess it up, and then you had to bring it back for a free raffle ticket. And then every time someone would get it, they would make it worse until it came back like melted one time. They just put like pins through the nose and the hair.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was Fucked Up Barbie Bitch. It was great. Oh!
Welcome to Fucked Up Barbie Bitch. Weird Barbie.
Yes!
You get played with too hard.
Oh. Also, I love Kate McKinnon. She's a comedic genius.
The only thing they can't really do super well in a movie like this is demonstrate the horridness of when you pop your Barbie's head off, whether it be on purpose or accident, and by you or by a brother or animal, and you put it back on and you have to shove it down further because it's just too loose now, and then it has no neck, and then it's not Barbie anymore. And like it's just at a certain point you have to toss it because you're like, I fucked it up.
My Barbie's neck doesn't feel as good anymore. And then I have a new one.
And that's when it's Sarah, it's too expensive. You don't get to have new Barbies anymore.
You have a Barbie at home.
You have your generic Barbie at home that does not look as good.
I don't understand what the deal was to go to short action figures for boys, because boys used to have the G.I. Joes used to be like really tall, and they had like all kinds of other show action figures that were, as far as I can tell, made like a Barbie doll, but they were just dudes. And I don't know what the call was to go short, because like G.I. Joes were like, I liked them because you could put them in your pocket. I could put a G.I. Joe and a Hot Wheel in my pocket and I was good to go. You could play for days with those two things. But I don't know. I don't think that I would have liked G.I. Joes if they were the size of a Barbie, because I didn't like carrying my shit just all around. I put it in things to carry places. So like I felt weird I would feel weird having something this long that I just carried around by the feet all day long, you know?
Right. That's where I'm thinking that maybe vehicle ease of being in a vehicle is where the shortness kind of came in. Barbie had only her Corvette. And that she never shared that really. It's a roomy car, a Corvette. She also had a
Bug, the newer Bugs.
Oh shit, yeah.
And then she had a bus, I think. And then in real life was the Corvette for sure.
You know what? There was less of with the Corvette. You don't have to worry about the over the top. So yeah, it doesn't matter how tall she is.
Yeah.
Also love this outfit too. Love every outfit. I want to dress like this every day. I have no reason to.
Birkenstock. That's not they should have got the funnier Birkenstocks. That's actually kind of a cool Birkenstock. Get the potato ones. Mine hurt. Everybody said they were the most comfortable. I bought a pair. Those are the most uncomfortable damn things I ever. It was more comfortable walking barefoot than my Birkenstocks.
I feel like they're one of those shoes that everybody says like they're like, no, I've decided it's good, so it's good, and I'm refusing to admit it's not. They're like, you're just doing it wrong. You're just wearing them wrong. Break them in more. Break them in better.
I should have wore them even. Oh, keep it hurts. Wear it more. That's fashion,
Yeah.
baby. They talking about Birkenstock. Steven says, "Dress like you want for you. Heck with everyone else." No, I feel the social constraints, Steven. I need to make sure that I'm doing what society wants me to do, and that was wear Birkenstocks with my khakis while I was working at Blockbuster.
I would like to let everybody know that we may have been discussing the merits of wearing a kilt with slides and socks.
Just we're talking about
before this. That's true freedom.
I was actually talking to Chad about this. King of Clutch. We've recently watched Fargo, and there's a character with a kilt, and he's kind of a badass character. And I hate when I see dudes in kilts. And I was sitting here thinking about it. And I was like, it's not because I don't think that dudes can't wear dresses. I don't care. I went to drag shows when I was in high school. Like I have a Rocky Horror Picture Show tattoo. I don't care if a dude wears a dress at all. But why do kilts look stupid? And it occurred to me because guys buy really stupid shoes and they're big and chunky. If guys would just buy a sensible footwear, they would look fine with a kilt. And I had said, like, if you did Chuck Taylor's, you'd look like Avril Lavigne. I think that's your starting point. And you said a pair of slides and socks, and I was like, I'm kind of okay with that.
Picturing real tall socks. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just white with the 3-stripe. Let's go. Better than a chunky boot. Every dude that rocks a kilt puts a boot. Boys, don't tell me it's because it's your heritage. You can't wear a toga to a store either. So, like, buy better shoes, boys, and then we'll be fine.
So many good outfits happening right now.
I agree.
Men need to dress like this more.
They are, man. There's some people that are really,
but without
like
the cocaine.
Well,
that's just like that's normally what you see with this. I feel like it's very Hotline Miami.
Yeah. Well, the Hawaiian shirts are coming back in. I saw a guy on stage.
These are not Hawaiian shirts, though. I don't think. I don't know what defines a Hawaiian shirt. I'm realizing.
That's a Hawaiian shirt.
Because they're
it's a state
technicality.
Of mind.
I'll give
those
it
aren't.
to you.
Nobody in Hawaii would ever wear any of those shirts, except for Hawaiian.
Accurate. Kid. Yes. Who would be weirdly white because, of course. Barbie is surprisingly diverse compared to a lot of other things, but they had to be forced to be diverse is kind of the vibe that I got from it. And it's one of those that sucks. Great, it's a little too late, but they have a lot more, actually Barbies who aren't just white. Yeah. So that's kind of nice.
Well, is it Barbie that is it like Mattel that also does like the Disney princesses? Because they're the same size, but I don't know if Mattel also has that deal with Disney to.
I don't know.
Okay, they might just be a similar, build of a doll is what they might be.
Yeah,
I know that's something that they definitely want to push for there because it's a smaller net you're casting with the Disney princesses because it's just the ones in those few movies. Mm-hmm. And then Disney makes 1,000 spinoffs, but it's still that same character. Whereas Barbie needed to be fresh and keep with the times. And there's definitely more. I told you they fly right off the road. What happens is somebody gets their first nut of money and they go and buy a Corvette and they got no business driving a car that's that fast and they didn't realize it was an American-made rocket and they fly off the road. I'm just talking statistics.
Okay, first of all, Barbie's perfect at everything she does.
She did land on her wheels.
Let's start with that fact. Second of all, that was all fucking Ken's fault because if he had not hit it in the back and jumped up and surprised her, once again, all the problems in Barbie Land come from Ken. I love him so much.
Those rollerblades are the color of a super soaker. That's a very specific yellow-green.
And again, roller skate Barbie was the best.
Really?
Like, oh my God, yes. Like,
could you actually like
neon beauty?
This looks great.
Yes, you could. It was amazing. Yeah, I love how they do this. Like, oh, fantastic. And again, the outfits.
Were you a Lisa Frank person?
Oh my God, yes.
They were crazy. They were pretty wild.
My God. They have fucking, those little circular cookies you get that are like little snowmen in the winter, that you, they have fucking Lisa Frank ones.
Oh.
I was very close to buying them. I was like how dare this marketing work on me? God.
These outfits.
Yes, so wonderful.
Steve says, I love Hawaiian shirts. I would wear that pink baby blue one, but not Ken's. I like Ken's. I like with the little fur or whatever. They're coming. They were so back, man. Like people are rocking them, and I used to wear them in high school, and it was not cool to do it. I thought it was a choice. I look back and I'm like, ooh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't have. See, no, people would be like high-fiving them right now.
So that was kind of what I was thinking. Is they might get some looks, but like
they're on what's Muscle Beach, Verona Beach, or whatever that's called, not Long Beach. It's that's like where people like work out on the beach. They have all those like where you pump iron. Unless they're in like Tampa or something, and Tampa has like a Muscle Beach. Like they're nowhere weirder than that lady in the background that's having a great time.
Oh shit, yeah, there's another person back there. She's just not neon.
Yeah, everybody stare at the pretty people, not the weirdo. Oh, hey there, toots. How about you skate over here, huh? Oh, there he went. He did that one. Yeah, guys don't care. They don't care.
I just love that they're like we have to acknowledge the fact that Barbie would be sexually harassed because of course she would.
Oh,
that's how we're gonna handle it.
I love it. But it is also it's like they're around all the Californians, but they waited till the construction workers.
Yeah.
That I can't that what
I forgot about that. I forgot. That was realistic.
Do that?
Anybody.
No.
I shouldn't say anybody. Don't even get me fucking started.
Has a stranger ever just like slapped you on the ass? Like a complete stranger?
The closest I think I've had is I was in college and I was walking. I love it. And a guy just came up behind me. I was wearing a really cute crop top. And a guy, that's the important part of the story. Okay. It was a very cute outfit.
But like a guy
he just came up behind me and just put his hand right on the small of my back and just went, "Hey, honey, where we going?"
It's better than an ass slap, but that's not okay. That's gross.
Yes. So closest I think I've had is that, but oh yeah, no, it definitely happens.
That shirt that he has, he's wearing that shirt, and them jeans. Good for you, buddy. I can't.
Damn it!
Imagine.
Sorry, just the staring is.
Hey, look, I've been talking about Ryan Gosling for a long time because he, back in, I said it and then somebody else said a better version of it. And if somebody watches this, drop it in the comments like what the actual quote was, because it's way better than mine. But it's something like, if Ryan Gosling wants to continue being America's sweetheart, he's going to have to open his mouth a little more. And what happened was he didn't. He made the movie Drive, and then Chris Pratt somehow snuck in there, and everybody was all over him until he mentioned he went to church a little more than we wanted him to. And we're like, oh no, we fucked up. We let the wrong one in. And then
we did.
What Ryan Gosling did, not that his career was over. He's always picked he's picked movies that are interesting. And he did what RDJ did. He hopped into a Shane Black vehicle. And the next thing he popped out with was The Gray Man, which that's on Netflix. Check it out. Recommend. It's a great action flick. And he's got this and then The Fall Guy coming out next year. I'm so excited. It's a show about stuntmen. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, so fun fact for you. Ooh. Part of the reason he accepted this role, which I didn't believe it when I first read it, and then I saw the picture, was he read the script, said he loved the script already, and then he went outside and saw a Ken doll face down in the dirt with a half squeezed up lemon next to it. And he sent Greta Gerwig a picture of it and was like,
it's a sign. Yeah. Wow. What the hell? That's well, you know what? He picks his roles because the director, he did Drive because he loved Bronson so much. He was like, I want to work with this guy. Bronson was crazy. Well, this just turned off for no reason. I told you every fucking week. Something just breaks. That's fine. I got two. They were cheap.
Did you watch 65? I can't remember.
No, I started it the other day. I wasn't. I'll get there, dog. I wasn't vibing with it. I was. I need a minute.
I just think that girl, if I remember correctly, she's the one in 65. And she did fine in it. It's just like not a very
Mhm.
good movie.
Yeah, I just wasn't. I was dying when I saw the trailer because, of course, I knew the name as I'm watching it, and then I go, "Oh, that's 65 million." Okay, that's a little. That's a
Yeah,
okay. I do like Adam
that's how I
Driver,
felt with it.
but I'll get back to it.
We have a guest.
Hello, Murph. Steven also says he cannot wait for the Fall Guy. That is Murphy. He's also played 1,000 hours of Dungeons and Dragons with us.
I don't know if he wants to hang out or just terrorize me, so we'll see how he does.
Cyberbully you.
Yes. He hates Barbie because he hates everything I love.
He's a boy.
Yeah, he's too cool for it.
Stupid boy.
He's an orange boy. He doesn't understand the nuanced takes.
Yeah, there's something about orange cats. They really do get a lot of personality.
This woman right now that Barbie's talking to is
Old woman
first of all,
Barbie?
like she's like 90 or 91, I don't remember which, and I'm mad I can't remember her name now because she's great, but she's a costumer, like Oscar winning costumer.
So this is almost like when they do like a video game movie and the VO guy is in there and they nod to him or something. Oh, that's wonderful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have like an old lady Barbie that Barbie could push around and take to like visit her dead husband at the graveyard or get, ice cream or go watch a religious film or something. Or
I want to say Barbie doesn't age is the vibe I get from it. Barbie doesn't get old. I don't think there's any old Barbies.
Is there a kid that's in this that's never gotten old in this movie? Is that a thing that happens?
I don't think so.
Because there's little kid Barbies, aren't there?
There are. There's Skipper.
Oh, we saw Skipper though.
No, I don't think we saw Skipper.
Oh, all right.
I'll have to keep an eye out for it, but I don't think so. Yeah.
Ah! Oh man, Steven says he cannot wait for the Fall Guy. Same here, same here. I'm super pumped for it.
Yeah, no, that sounds like it'll be great. Man, that also reminds me that Nice Guys, fantastic movie with Mr. Gosling.
Oh my god, oh my god, it's what I listened to Bill Burr talk about it the other day, and he was bringing up stuff I never even noticed, like how at the end of it, Russell Crowe like takes a drink, and Ryan Gosling goes, "Hey, at least you're drinking again." He goes, "Yeah." Yeah, man, that movie's so much funnier than the first time I watched it, I was like, this was great. And then I was like, no, I started thinking about it more and the stuff that happened.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Another reason I loved this casting, which I think I read something about them looking at getting casting to be its own like Oscar category.
Oh, really?
But America Ferrera was in so many Disney Channel movies when I was growing up. Like, and she was Ugly Betty, so like so having it be her was just another cool through line that was like, oh, just beautiful.
She shows they get it.
Now it got Will. Yes, exactly.
He's holding drumsticks, meaning he looks exactly like Chad What's-His-Face from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Chad Smith? That can't be his name.
I do not know.
It might be his name. You should look him up. He just recently covered he played drums to a song that he had never heard before. It was a 30 Seconds to Mars song, and it was incredible. But he looks like exactly like Will Ferrell.
Interesting.
But way cooler. Sorry, Will Ferrell.
Wait, are there no women in this boardroom? Sorry. Just quick check. Nope. Okay.
There's like a symbol on the wall that's reminiscent of the female symbol, but it's something else. Not again. Oh, you just suddenly buried that WB right there. Or no, that's the male it's the woman and male. Oh, is that a symbol for like not non-binary, but like what am I looking for? Is it like an all-inclusive symbol, I think?
Let me see. I don't know. I can't see it. or I haven't found
It's
it.
on the wall to the left of the guy that just walked in.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's the everybody symbol.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's 1/3 of a symbol is female in that room.
Yeah. Don't worry, the women are outside listening in.
That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way God intended. You're messing with the natural order here. So this guy's the audience right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Steven brought this up. That table's heart shaped. And it's like rock. It's like a marble.
I love it.
And that walkway is like the inside of a Jolly Rancher.
Oh yeah.
Not Jolly Rancher. Jawbreaker.
Yes. That movie though.
I was gonna ask you about that because that came out when I was in high school. You
So,
got down with Jawbreaker?
I did not, because I saw one scene of it and it traumatized me enough for a long time. And it was, you could guess it,
yeah,
duct tape being taken off and the draw, and I was like,
oh yeah,
because I was young enough that I was like, oh my God, is that where my fear of pranks gone wrong started?
The movie Jawbreaker.
Holy shit.
I have a crippling fear of pranks now, thanks to Rose McGowan.
So I will say I have a very big issue with pranks because I have a huge fear of pranks gone wrong. And I'm realizing now that Jawbreaker is probably the movie that started that for me.
That makes a lot of sense.
That is so interesting. Learning something new about myself every day.
There was another person that was big that was in, there was like two big people at the time, but all I can think of is Rose McGowan. Well, she went to a waiter.
So she's trying to find the girl who is playing with her doll.
Oh,
and she thinks it's the girl who was in 65. But what I love about this scene is that these little girls hate Barbie.
Yeah, well, look at them. They're wearing black. Girls can't wear black. That's a boy's color.
Well, I've decided, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but I've decided I'm not, I guess. Every girl I know or woman I know has gone through a period where they did hate Barbie for a little bit.
I
because of internalized misogyny.
Yes,
at least that was mine.
Know.
Yeah, you get it.
I looked at it when I was a kid and I was like, y'all volunteer for this? It sounds like y'all want this. Y'all having Barbie birthday. And they're like, yeah, we love this stuff. Well, if you like it, I'm not going to get in your fucking... I didn't understand how it worked, but I knew it wasn't my lane.
As soon as I hit the not like other girls phase that everybody has a little bit of in middle school, that's when it's fuck Barbie. She's everything wrong with the world. She's the reason that I hate how I look, not everybody else in society. It is her doll's fault.
Yeah, magazines, movies, television, newspaper,
and literally everybody else. Yeah. Lizzo sometimes, apparently.
Oh no, do we not like Lizzo now? I thought she was
Lizzo
cool.
did some inappropriate things. She's being sued. Yeah. Yeah.
He was killing it with the flute, and you were a Mando, and then oh man.
No, my favorite, so she was accused of fat shaming some people, and my favorite thing of all time was she was like, I can't fat shame people. I've been fat shamed. And someone on Reddit really pointed out, that's my mom.
I think, though, that by the rules of making fun of things, she can fat. Like, I definitely... Well, no, I don't want to fat shame anybody. I just want to make fun of myself.
I know what you mean. Yeah. But
it is gross. You're right. Okay. Damn, Lizzo. All right. I see now.
So, yeah, it's just a thing. So I actually got really unhappy at that scene when I watched it the first time because I, again, had to deal with internalized misogyny.
Now, the horses
hating
book,
the little girl I once was.
I'm assuming the horse book is for Barbie because girls be lacking horses. I don't know what that's all about.
I reject that hypothesis. Girls do like horses, but only very specific girls. Those are horse girls.
I know way more horse girls than I know horse boys.
That's fair. But how many farm boys do you know? Because they're all horse boys.
Not all. Well, some of those are cowboys if it's a dairy farm, when you think about it.
But what do cowboys ride, Trent? Horses.
Nowadays, Gators, the John Deere 4-wheelers, man. But I
My
get
cat's
what you're
offended I'm
saying.
not petting him.
Look at Murph.
He's
Oh,
like,
Stephen corrected me. Gobstopper. Yeah, that's what that hallway looked like. Everlasting Gobstopper.
yes.
I have a show that I'm trying to figure out how to do where I have something that I wrote for a show that didn't exist like 5 years ago. Like, no, it was older than that because it's 4, 7, it was 8 years ago that I wrote something that I didn't know what I would do with it. And I kind of have a format where I could do it now, but I sort of wrote a podcast that's a version of me that doesn't exist anymore. Cause like I used to drink back then. This was pre-pandemic. This is like, I had just moved up here. So I was a very different person. And I think I'm trying to put together a way to like do a show where I travel through time with my thoughts.
I like it. Wait, I sorry, I didn't fully appreciate the fact that she just responded with "oh no" as soon as he walked up to her.
Yeah, already this movie is doing a pretty good thing of saying important stuff while also not taking itself too seriously.
Yes, I was very impressed.
So that's the same thing happens to me every day.
And I don't know if she said it yet or not, but there's a great part where she's like, but we fixed everything. Like Barbie fixed things for women. Because that really was kind of the idea for a little bit. Because we were like, well, no, if you just tell girls, yeah, you can be a doctor, that fixes it. That fixes that for, decades.
We just want you to have the opportunity.
Yes.
All right. That's funny. Well, the old joke, the thing of, I don't think it's a joke. That's kind of rude. Riddle. So like, there's a father and a son they get in a wreck and two ambulances come, they pick up this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't work on that boy. He's my son.
Yeah. I have a group that I have to do at work that teaches critical reasoning, and that's one of the riddles we'll do every once in a while, is try to reason that out, because sometimes people just really struggle to think outside of the box.
What a dirty trick.
It's great.
I mean, it is what it is.
I tell them that we're doing riddles. They love it. Which also, how great is group therapy when you just show up and have to do a riddle?
Great. I'm a Dark Tower supporter. I love a good riddle. This is, you know what? This episode, and I was just talking with, I was talking with Michael about his episode, and when it's the right, I think that when somebody picks the movies for these, it feels like the answer to a riddle because when it's right. That's what a good riddle does. You're like, you don't have to check the back when you figure it out. This is the right one. So you picking Barbie was kind of like the answer to the right riddle. But yeah, no, that's a good. If I think of more, I'll give them to you for your group. I know some really good ones. Oh,
yeah, just get in the box.
Here's a riddle for you. Why don't they make those little marshmallow peeps blue?
Why?
Because it looked like they were suffocating under the cellophane.
I don't know that counts as a riddle.
It's a really old dumb joke, and I think they make blue ones now, so it doesn't count. So.
Good Lord.
Steve was asking, were those dolls in black? Oh yeah. The girls earlier.
I would like to take this time to discuss Bratz dolls, because yes, kind of.
Bratz dolls?
Bratz dolls came out, oh god, I don't know what year it would have been.
Bratz.
Yeah, do you remember those?
Yeah.
So they're a lot shorter, their heads are huge, and they have super hypersexualized makeup on, and they wear a lot of like gothy type clothes, and I don't know if they were directly a response to Barbie, but they were kind of a response to Barbie. It was just a completely different situation.
It was, Bratz I never understood. I was like, what are we doing now? That's what kids are into? All right.
Bratz helped me realize I was bisexual, because I was like, I'm into this. I don't get it. I don't know how to do it. I like it.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I was like, I want to admire these from afar, from a safe distance, because I think they might ruin my life.
I need to be like government registered to stay away from Bratz dolls and warn my neighbors to not play with Bratz dolls because it could be a problem.
Which it's also great because now Bratz dolls are way more controversial than Barbie in a lot of ways because they are
Yeah.
hypersexual.
There's a lot of other things going on with them too. Like it's
Yeah,
a
and
lot of
so
the
I don't know
styling
if they
choices
really
and
have them
it was of the
anymore,
time
make 'em.
though. I mean, let's be honest, like wearing lowrider jeans and doing a lot of that stuff was, and I understand that it was big corporations and a lot of gross people that were pushing this. A lot of people doing Coke lines off a desk were like, yeah, make her tits pop out and we'll make her eat a hamburger on a car and we'll sell Big Macs. Like I understand that
Carl's Jr.
It came from a bad place. But like also I'm watching this being like, that's what everybody wants to fucking do, I guess. All right. I don't get it, but I've never been cool. So.
I was discussing with Michael how now filthy rap videos are usually made by women, and so it feels a lot better watching them.
They are dirty now that you mention it.
Oh God, yeah, and I love it. Love it, love it.
I don't know what's happening right now, but I don't hate it.
Will Ferrell is a very interesting actor at this point in his career because I can't help but look at him and just go, well, that's Will Ferrell. He's playing Will Ferrell, doing Will Ferrell things.
He just is Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
He is slowly turning into Ron Perlman. I'll put that out there.
Oh.
Yeah, put him side by side. I've never seen him in the same room. Give me the Ron Perlman, Will Ferrell buddy cop movie that no one asked for.
I feel like it's like Will Ferrell. I already forgot the name of the guy you said. And then Josh Brolin. Ron Perlman.
Yeah. Josh Brolin looks like Ron Perlman?
Well, so I think Thanos kind of does. I recently rewatched Infinity War. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Just like a progression in age, size, and also then you make him an alien.
Yeah. Yeah, they are tall people too.
Yeah, I love Rhea Perlman.
Aw. Is she still there? She's married to Danny DeVito, isn't she?
Yeah, still married. Which I always will have to talk about this because I think it's the sweetest thing ever. Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman treated oh no, I'm not. Mara Wilson, awesome. When she was a little kid, when she was a child actor, she had a bit stressful somewhat time with that. But they always made a point to like send her birthday presents, and she would like spend a good amount of time with them too. They're just gems. Love it.
Well, they also did a whole ton of like producing and stuff, especially her. But I mean, you know, and then Danny had a whole uprising again with Always Sunny and
oh yeah.
But they have such a history with like Taxi. Taxi was such a footnote in the pages of comedy. Like it had so much talent under this one roof. That was the hot shit show for a while. Taxi, man. And it had Andy Kaufman in it. I think it's the only show he was ever in. And she. I don't know if she did writing as well on it too, but I know Danny was in it. I think she was in it too. But I also know they've done a ton of producing and writing, and they're a big part of the entertainment world. They're icons.
They're one of those ones that you forget that they're married, like you were saying, and it's just nice to actually see some long-lasting relationships.
My mom talks about that.
I'm like, we need that sometimes, you know. We need reminders that not everybody gets divorced.
Love is real, and it's out there. My mom talks about Kurt and Goldie, Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn a lot because they're still together. Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan are still together. They're just such lovely couples, and you don't hear about shit in the news.
And Kevin Bacon as well.
Are two that
and that's pretty nice too.
Hey, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the only reason I know that is a really funny video of her dancing in front of the TV while he's trying to watch it. Just classic fucking married people shit. I just love it.
Annoying to each other.
Annoying. Yeah, just because you can.
Yeah. Have you been watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the show on Prime?
No, we haven't. It was on my radar a little bit.
Best show I've seen this year, and I've seen a lot this year. This show is Sarah. There's a moment in it where Mr. Smith runs into an old flame, and when they leave, Mrs. Smith is like, "I can't believe how cool you are with her." And he's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You know, because she only has the one hand." He's like, "She has two hands," and she's like, Did she when you were together? And she convinces him that she only had one hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's not even the most clever thing they've done. And it's all allegories for relationship stuff, which I know the book and the movie were supposed to be more, but the way they handle this is like we were just talking about Ron Perlman. He's in it. There's an episode where he's literally there. He's being the surrogate of their child. They're having to take care of
Oh
him,
my God.
and it represents how they would be as parents. And there's all this like tie-ins, and then it gets eventually leads to therapy, which is them. And I think the book starts with them in therapy, if I remember correctly.
I did enjoy seeing that in the trailer a little bit. Was stuff where they were
Sarah
talking
Paulson's
to a
their
therapist.
therapist,
Yeah.
It's great. It's phenomenal. The action is good. I've already I'm only up to episode 6, but I had to do some stuff, so I started it back over again to have it in the background. I've rewatched the first few episodes a couple of times now. I love it. I think it's really, really good.
I'll have to actually check it out.
And I'm really mad at Donald Glover because he has a lot of things that he's really good at, and some of us aren't good at anything. And he has more than several. And now you get to add, he has the best mustache I've ever seen in my entire.
He does look pretty freaking good.
Perfect. God, he pisses me off, that guy. Red rum.
Yes.
Are you shining? Well, yeah, so I want to say she was also in Birds of Prey, which makes a lot of sense. Could be wrong.
She was not, I don't believe.
Did Chevy get involved with the making of this movie? I think so.
Probably.
Was it a Volt and then you got 2 Suburbans right behind it? Obviously, the Barbie Corvette is Corvette in Big Mattel, or is Big Mattel in Chevy's pocket? Who's pulling the strings in this puppet show?
This movie had to cost an insane amount to make.
Yeah, it's true. Just the acting power alone, yeah.
Yes.
Although I do want peach colored seatbelts now.
I know, I like that.
Is that factory? Because that's
you
cool.
know, I love how in all movies people like get really good at intense driving like that at some point. Anytime they need to, they're just like, let's fucking go.
Every
like,
American,
we wouldn't all fuck that up.
We need to teach this to everybody else that's not here in America. Was every American can drive like a NASCAR driver when they need to. We all know it, and we try it, and we do it all the time. It's amazing over here.
I did not realize how heavily these fucking cars were featured.
Now you can't not see it, right?
Yeah.
The TalkOver is a little car heavy because I'm a little car heavy, so I bring it up a lot. But I've been talking about Chevy here recently a lot because they along with having the most dangerous sports car ever made, they took their Camaro, which has never been known for being the most stable car on the road, and they have one that'll go 200 miles an hour now.
What the fuck?
It costs like $60,000. For $60,000, you can go
you can kill yourself.
You can go as fast as a NASCAR. It's not bad.
Damn, that's
it's not bad.
horrible.
It's impressive, but like that's what happens is more people can buy it. So, oh no, they're bringing it back, or
they're going to Barbie Land.
Okay, I was worried that like Mattel was making them do. Okay, we're good. I got scared.
Oh, that really was the worst when you only lost part of the outfit. If you were lucky, you could get more at like a garage sale, but it was hard.
Yeah.
Man, the struggle was real. And it was actually kind of hard to get some of these fucking outfits on.
Well, yeah, because you can't. How would you? Yes, you can't fucking.
So, worst one I ever had was there was this Barbie that was like. So there was a Brandy Barbie, and then there was also a Britney Spears Barbie. I'm pretty sure, or there was only one.
Singer. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I don't remember because both of these singers, I'm pretty sure, wore this outfit. I just don't remember which doll.
They definitely came with low-rise jeans, didn't they?
It was a full leather suit, like bodysuit, like the red one that Britney wears, and I'm pretty sure Brandy did too.
Brandy.
Hers was cool though because she had
Brandy.
She had locks in her hair, and they had wire in them, so you could style them differently.
Oh, that's fun.
So that was pretty cool. But oh my god, getting that outfit on was hell, especially because they had little pointy ass fucking thumbs. So it would get caught in sleeves.
Oh, I didn't think of it. And usually it's like a shiny material or like
Yeah.
because like fashion isn't usually functional. So and it's a toy. So
Yeah. And that hat's not staying
some
on,
sweatshop had to make that little shirt. They didn't do an extra QA. They were like good enough. Let's go, baby.
I can't blame them. Oh God, I love.
Oh, it's hot
Ken.
dudes.
Yeah, the Kents have ruined Barbie Land.
It's turning into Top Gun. Oh, they have. Where'd they even get the beer? Stupid boys. Every time.
Fucking love
this
Issa Rae.
guy, mother.
Yeah.
Come on. John Cena. There's just a random cowboy hat on.
By the way.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I've heard of her.
She did one of the songs in this.
Nice. Okay. I think more movies need to have a song in them about I told you girls like horses. Even Ken
did that. Ken did that.
I know.
No, I will defend.
I know you don't like horses. Sarah hates horses.
I don't hate horses.
Cena, what the fuck? Exactly. You don't hate, but you're not. So you like horses?
No. What I like is all of this outfit.
Okay.
I need to take a moment for this because it's fucking beautiful.
If I ever get enough money and lose some weight, because I don't think it'd work with like my frame, but I'm obsessed with this. I watched the Beatles documentary, and at one point McCartney shows up, and this is the era when McCartney had a really good beard. And he shows up and he's rocking just like a white t-shirt, dark jeans, and he had a like brown colored fur coat. There was like an ankle length fur coat.
Oh, jeez.
I think it looked badass. I kind of want to find not a real fur coat that's cool, but I think it's a look, man. I think it looks awesome. But I am a dude and we buy stupid clothes, so it is what it is.
Oh no, it's completely fine.
I don't know if I just start showing up to people's places with a full-on fur coat.
It just means you're an eccentric. It's fine.
It looks comfortable too. That's the other thing.
I have a very random thing to bring about this because Ryan Gosling has what I would call a movie star body.
Oh, sure.
Where it's like, that's unfortunately the standard for any man in Hollywood who takes his shirt off. I have recently discovered from the internet, so you know it's true, that a lot of people, or almost all men, probably women too, in Marvel, do fucking steroids so that they can be as big as they are.
Sarah,
that never
I don't know if you
know
this or not, but people in Hollywood do way more than steroids.
Well, I know. But like,
you're telling me the guys ain't done a key bump before he's delivered a line? Well, maybe not before he's delivered a line. He might be a professional, but you're going to tell me that Will Ferrell has never snooped?
Oh, Will Ferrell's done a lot of cocaine.
Come on.
Allegedly, I don't want to get sued.
Maybe he's a straight edge. I don't know. There's more straight edges than Conan O'Brien talked about being straight edge.
People grow into it sometimes too after a good amount of time. This is the same fucking. That was the same rollerblading lady from before, and she was being extra weird that time.
Here's my question. So, like, there are people that are. I don't understand why steroids aren't illegal.
Aren't illegal? I thought they are illegal.
No, I'm saying I don't understand why they aren't legal. Is what I should have said. Like, because like you were saying that too, that a lot of the MCU guys are like other people in Hollywood. Yeah, that's how you make yourself look unbelievable. Right. Yeah, it's a drug. But so are most drugs that doctors give you to make you look and feel better. Like they have a fat pill right now. It's like a drug that you take it and you lose weight as long as you're taking it. And as soon as you quit taking it, it goes away. And no one can get it because all the celebrities are buying it. This exists. I don't understand why like, okay, so it does bad things to his body. So does being an athlete. I don't know any of them that haven't had concussions, tears. Hell, most of the people I knew that played softball can't squat down anymore. So,
oh, God, yeah.
Like,
so I'm telling you, the reason is murder. That's why. I almost guarantee.
They get all roided out and they're just like, you're right. They do.
Think about what happened with the wrestlers. You know, that's what got.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the steroid madness.
Yes. Well, and there's a lot that goes into that because, you know, was it the steroids? Was it the CTE? Who knows? Well, we know the steroids didn't help.
Certainly not. Yeah. Well, I think probably the thing that showcases what Hollywood's doing to dudes right now the most is just look at Kumail Nanjiani. Like
That was,
he
yes, exactly. That was
literally
the big
accepted
example I
MCU and
saw.
got jacked. I started a push-up regimen. I don't do any other working out right now because I'm gonna start getting back to maybe walking and jogging again. My knees are shit, but I thought, you know what? I'm like working from home every few minutes. I need to stand up and like stretch and move around. So I'll just drop and hit some push-ups. I kind of want to do what Trent Reznor did, where he like disappeared for a few years and then he went on tour all of a sudden. He just had jacked arms. I kind of want to do that out of boredom. Just have
It's something to
ridiculous like
do.
truck
I like
driver
it.
arms, like I'm an arm wrestler or something from the 80s. I don't know. Be
I
kind of
do think
cool.
it's exciting when you have a random thing like that to to show off, for lack of a better
Yeah,
word.
I'm gonna be like,
Like that's
it's over that way. Like,
right.
give me
Like
another year or so on this. We'll see what I can get up to just for funsies.
I
Because
like it.
if it's just push-ups, it's not like a real workout. I'm not doing cardio. I'm not doing a lot of the other stuff yet. But I've only, as far as like physical stuff goes, I've only ever been good at picking up heavy things slowly. Like this asshole. So I'm just gonna do what I'm good at, and then we'll see where it goes. Or in a couple of weeks, I'll
uh,
be like, "Fuck that! It's too heavy."
I'm just happy that I stand as much as I do. I'm like, good enough for me. 'Cause
Sitting is slowly
I
killing
get the
you.
chance to stand at work occasionally, and I do
Oh,
try.
you have to, yeah.
No.
Um, yeah, you gotta get that sit stand ish. You gotta get up on that.
Did I tell you that my boyfriend came home with a fucking foosball table a few weeks ago?
I didn't know he was such a bro dude. All right,
Yeah,
is the
so
party at your house?
let me
Did you get the
let me
solo
bring you into
cups?
my Barbie land.
Okay,
I come home and I was in a
that's kind
bad
of cool
mood, so
though.
it was hilarious timing.
Hmm.
Well, now in retrospect, it's hilarious timing. And he was like, "I have to show you something." It's like, "What?" He goes, "I have to show you something in the living room." And he brings me in there, and it's a fucking foosball table.
Oh
But we
my
have it now.
god.
It's great. I kick his
Okay.
ass at it. Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
All right, look, we are
I'm
gonna
great at foosball.
so we're gonna have to pause here. I got to talking and we went way over the hour mark. So I
Oh
tell it,
shit.
it's fine though. It's good though. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get ready for it, everyone. I'm gonna try and stop it on like a good time so it's easy. So we'll try and stop it right at 105. We got about 15 seconds before we do
Okay. He just put sunglasses on sunglasses.
that. Now he has to. You need to do the quick take. Who's the guy that did that in like the 80s movies? He had like 3 pairs of sunglasses on. All right,
I
2,
just think of
1, and pause.
I just think of
Um,
Baby Driver with that.
oh yeah, he slaps him off and he just puts on
I
another
love
one.
John Bernthal.
Yeah, he's great in it. John Hamm is so good. When you okay, so I'm sorry. I know we were going to take a break, but I can't not talk about this. I was really brokenhearted by Kevin Spacey. I still am. I don't think that his canceling is nearly as bad as it should have been for what he did. And he is one of my favorite actors of all time. So it like really broke my heart because there's movies that I can't watch because he's such a big he sucks up all the air out of the room because he could give those amazing performances. And I hated it the most because I love Edgar Wright and he made a car movie and it's Baby Driver. And I think it's
hmm
phenomenal. And there's a lot of people doing a lot of heavy lifting. As soon as you stop paying attention to Kevin Spacey, you can see so many other things. Like Jamie Foxx is crushing it in that film.
I forgot he was in that.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bats, man. He's so
yeah,
good. Like
he's
all the other people that are
so
around it.
scary and yeah, oh, it's a very good movie.
So
Yeah.
if you can just block
Okay.
him out like Black Mirror style, we'll be okay. All right, so
Okay.
we're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna put up a timer, so it's gonna be a little over 5 minutes. Take your time. Don't rush back. Most accidents happen in your home. Don't forget to wash your hands when you get done. All righty, we'll be right
Oh, hey there, Sarah. How's it going? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, heavy metal Alexa. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Say, thank you so much for getting Trent to watch Barbie. If I have to watch Smokey and the Bandit one more time, I'm going to start a riot. So, listen, he asked me to stretch just a little bit before he gets back. He's still in the bathroom. Could you tell the lovely viewers at home, other than Barbie, what was your favorite line of toys when you were a little child?
Ooh, I've been thinking about Polly Pocket a lot
Oh,
throughout all of this. I really did enjoy Polly Pocket, but
mhm,
honestly, my favorite is
mhm.
this the world's weirdest fucking thing. There were these little chicken McNugget toys that
Oh,
had faces on them, and you could have little like outfits for them that were just hard plastic. I was pretty sure you could like I don't know who this old lady that my grandma was friends with had them, and they were my favorite fucking thing on the planet. I have no idea where she got them. It might have been
uh-huh.
just from McDonald's, but those were my favorites.
Okay, that's absolutely not what I was expecting you to talk about. Was your second favorite? Well, I guess I should ask first. Was Barbie your most favorite? Was that the epitome?
Probably, I would
Oh,
say yes. Oh, you can see my sneaky chupacabra sneaking in back
hello,
there.
Chupacabra. When I was growing up, I didn't have a whole lot of other toys. I didn't get to play with Barbies, but I did get probably the most heavy metal present ever, the power cord. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get out of here. We gotta get back to this movie. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye, heavy metal Alexa.
Oh man! All right, she's all right. We're out of time. There's no time to talk about what just happened. We have to get back into. There's no time. Alrighty, so let's get this back up. We're at 1 hour and 5 minutes, right on the button. So go ahead and get your videos back up to it. You ready, Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go. Steven dropped us some chats as well. Let's see. Oh man, they were gonna hold your. I don't know why they were gonna hold your comment, Steven. I'm gonna go ahead and allow it. He just says heavy. This Heavy Metal Alexa is the best movie ever. Thank you so much. See, that was a sweet thing. I don't know why the Automods held that.
They were like, this seems insincere.
My buddy Brandon got like 2 of them in one night. It was hilarious. The settings are still kind of high. I haven't turned them down yet. It's fine. Okay, so Steven brought up something as well. He's saying first half of this movie has been better than I expected. It's weird because I've heard so much about the film. I would say it's meeting my expectations so far, and I had kind of high expectations. So,
I will tell you when we get to my favorite part because I will be yelling all quiet on set so that we can pay complete fucking attention to it because it's the best part of the fucking movie and you cannot find a YouTube video of it still in
oh, interesting.
totality.
Okay,
Mattel fucking locked down
they're
on
like
their shit
Prince.
way better than Disney. Like
Okay.
and now people are, going to be able to find it all the time, but I never could, damn it, and it's my favorite part.
Well, I'm glad. Okay, I'm very excited about that. I love hard to find things. As I get excited about lesser known stuff that you can't just get everywhere. I'm a
Yeah, so
real
you
stupid
gotta,
hipster.
it's great.
Yeah, Steven says your mods love me. He doesn't want you. I don't know what that was all about, man. I don't know. It's fine with me. You're allowed, buddy. I also didn't have a lot of time to react to the fact that Michael just showed up with a with the what's it called? We were just talking about it with the table that you have in your house now.
The foosball table.
I can't believe he just showed up with a foosball table. That's kind of huge.
Somebody was gonna throw it
by
away.
himself.
No, I had to help with that part.
I was gonna say, what a behemoth! He just like
That
carried
shit's
it in on his
heavy.
own. Yeah, I know. I think there's a piece of slate in there, like in pool tables. I think there's like a heavy piece of rock in it.
So every once in a while, he'll do things that are very like, I like to go, oh my God, am I pregnant? Are you a dad? Is that what has happened? And that was one of them because he was like, they're gonna throw it away. So fucking what? It's fine to throw things away.
Well, I mean, it's hard to say no to a foosball table if you're a boy.
And it is nice. I can't be that mad. And then one day I took him grocery shopping with me, like he's my child, I guess. Well, sorry, Kate McKinnon's face is glorious there. And he walked away and came back with a big loaf of French bread. And I was like, we don't need that. What is that for? And he goes, it's only $1. I was like, so we don't need it. That does not change. And then we got it because, of course,
It's
no,
only $1.
we didn't. Well, and I love French bread. It's great. So
did I tell you about the I don't know why this happened, but so I've been buying a lot of bananas, my favorite snack. And by the way, I bought a snack for tonight. I was like, what's pink? And I went down the Little Debbie aisle and I was like, oh, I'll get snowballs. And then I was like, ooh, I don't want to eat that on camp. That shit'll get everywhere. And I noticed they had Swiss rolls that have strawberry in them. And I was like, that's pink. And then I tried one last night. I'm probably not going to eat the next one.
Is it strawberry or cherry?
It's strawberry. It should have been cherry.
Oh, I think they have cherry too.
And lemons are always wrecking them Corvettes. I'm just going to put that out there.
I'm just saying, once again, Alan's back there causing problems.
Damn it. You're right. Damn it.
Look at Alan, though. He's so great with it. It's hilarious to me. And I don't mean this about Michael Cera, but it's hilarious to me how Alan is unattractive. Like the doll is unattractive. No, not at all.
Oh, poor Midge. Maybe he's got it where it counts. Right. Maybe he's a funny guy. Say sometimes funny guys need love too. Maybe he's got a good joke or two.
They do. It's just very funny to me that they have all these handsome Kens, and then like also there's Alan, but canonically Alan fucks. Ken doesn't.
It's true. Well, so it's interesting that it's okay. It's interesting that it's Michael Cera too, because I don't think that he's an ugly guy, but like people really were horny for Michael Cera for a while. Everybody was like, I want a skinny, nerdy boyfriend. And I was just like, what happened to us? What did we do? What's the guy that talked about evolution? Darwin. He must be rolling in his grave. What happened here? I'm okay with it, but Cera did a one of those, like, recalling his like most iconic roles. And he said, I think is either this one or This Is the End, because he's kind of making fun of himself, but they hit him up for it and his manager was like, no. And then later on his manager was saying, yeah, such and I think it was for the Barbie movie.
I think you're right. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, and they said we told him no, and he was like, why did you tell him no? Of course I want to do that. You're crazy. Of course I'll do this movie.
And he plays the fucking coolest person. So what I also love about this though is that Alan does karate, and it's just beautiful because, again, when you play with dolls like this as a child, that's how you play. Is you're like, all of a sudden, oh yeah, also this guy does karate. Let's just do a little karate fight. It's totally fine, and he kicks everybody's ass.
It's also, it is also of its time too, because like karate was big in the 90s, and then it became like Brazilian jiu-jitsu is huge now, and there's all kinds of stuff. MMA with mixed martial arts came in. A lot of people tried other stuff, but good old 1980s karate, that's what I think's so amazing. One of the most amazing things about the Cobra Kai show is it's still all about karate. It's as if the Valley in California had never got past the 80s and everyone still wages war with karate. It's amazing.
I fucking love it.
No. She's just the best.
I love Kate McKinnon, of course. Love Weird Barbie. Don't know why all of a sudden Weird Barbie's face looks different. Because the real hallmark. I'm just saying the real hallmark of a Weird Barbie is that you can never quite get it right again.
Her head should always
be a little fucked up, a lesson every girl had to learn, or really just anybody who played with Barbies at all had to learn, was their hair doesn't grow back. No matter how well you think you thought it through.
Your own hair a little bit?
Fuck yes, I was.
I never did that.
Oh my god, sorry. I didn't realize that guy was in this, and I love him. And I can't remember his name.
Stop showing the women. Show me the man. Stop showing the women.
Too many women in this movie. Oh, that's Skipper. Oh, that's Puberty Skipper. Yeah.
They had
Puberty
Global
Skipper.
Boo Barbie?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Was it
Functional
like a pump,
TV.
like the shoes, like the
I
Reebok
don't
pumps?
know.
Oh. Do you know what those are?
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember those.
All right. Because
Yeah,
I
you gotta
barely, they were
pummel
at
up to go
the,
fast.
okay.
I I realized that most of I get a lot of references that you do because of how much Simpsons I watched as a child growing up.
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, I remember that. No, Sarah, so you remember somebody
That's
else
kind of my
remembering it.
wheelhouse is whatever they would have known. That's what I would have known. That's a good point, actually. That's funny.
Mhm.
Oh, shit. I'm all about the depression Barbie. I really like those.
Mhm.
They really hammered on the no makeup thing.
Yes. Even
That's so
though
great.
still makeup.
Oh, still still had eye makeup on them too. Yeah.
Oh, and there's lipstick on there.
That's the one thing that be like a thing where I don't. I guess I guess conditioning is what is what it amounts to. But I can't stand stuff on my face, like because I've gone to Rocky Horror Picture Show and I was like, I'm gonna put some eyeliner on some guy, like because when guys do stuff like
Mhm.
that. We like prance around and make a big fucking deal about it because we're dudes. So I'm just like, I'm wearing guy liner to like everybody instead of just being cool about
Mhm.
it. I could feel it like on my lids, and I was just like, I want to get home and get this off of my face so bad. I
Well,
can't
keep in mind
stand it.
too, you probably aren't going to be like, let me buy real expensive good eyeliner for the one day I'm going to wear it
No, it
this
was
year,
definitely
you
my
know?
girlfriend's, and she was like, "You want to use my cute shit?" She probably used the one that don't work super well on me, if I'm being honest. It was I looked hot, but it was probably I would
See,
have done the shitty one if I was in her place.
I'm just saying, to outweigh the uncomfortability, you have to stare at yourself in a mirror for a while, and then you do go like, nah, but I am pretty hot now. You're like, worth it, 1000%.
I'm so fucking hot right now. Let's go to the mall.
So this part of the movie is when they start talking about all of the double standards put on women, and this is the part of the movie that caused a lot of people to
Oh.
break up. Uh, apparently there were a good amount of people who would take their significant other, and occasionally the man in the relationship didn't get it, and they would cause some
And
arguments.
folks would break up. It might be a good thing if that shaky of a bridge puts you in the
Yeah.
water. Yeah, get it over with. Go ahead and break that off.
I like to imagine it's younger couples, you know.
Really? So I feel like it would be older because of the old ways. You know,
That's fair. That's fair. But like,
there
if
are
you've been
young people
dating
though
a
that are
longer
you know.
time, you at least know to shut your fucking mouth sometimes, you know? So like, or you know not to drag your significant other to the Barbie movie, you know? Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a little different. Young people are stupid,
It's very
and all
true.
they do is talk.
I should get on more teenagers. This is a TalkOver. So my an interesting juxtaposition. The reason my mom hates Star Wars is because my dad dragged her to the originals when they came
Really?
out. Yeah, she didn't want to fucking go. There's Ewoks and shit in it. Like she didn't give a fuck
Yeah.
about that. So he makes her go to Star Wars, and now there's Star Wars everywhere. And so I feel bad for her about that.
I mostly just feel validated that somebody else doesn't like Star Wars.
Yeah. I was talking to Michael. He said you guys are working through you're working through Indoor, and I was like, that's a sad show. I don't blame you for not liking it at all. I don't know why I like it.
I
It's
felt
sad.
legitimately kind of bad after I railed against it, because he was like, well, just try for a little bit. I was like, yeah, sure, we'll eat dinner and watch it. And I sat there and I was quiet and I was like,
It
this
doesn't
is
get better.
bad.
It doesn't
Well,
get
and
better. It's so
I was
brutal.
bored. I was
Yeah.
fucking bored. I didn't think the acting was that good. I didn't like any of it. And I was like, I'm sorry. I just can't fucking
I think
care.
you might like Ahsoka because there's a lot more whimsy in
Yeah.
it, like adventure, like you know D&D-esque, and like it pulls from the Rebels stuff. And oh my god, the acting force in that is incredible. Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I can't believe
Yeah.
isn't in this movie, at least is in that show. I absolutely love Mew. She makes the most interesting acting choices I've ever seen. And like she'll make these movies that not a lot of people know about, and it'll take forever to come out, and then all of a sudden we'll have 3 Mew movies coming out in a row. It's crazy. Anyways,
I love
I
it.
digress. Top tires.
Oh God, I forgot Alan's in on it too.
Oh, tell her. God, I can't wait for a hot lady to not know how to use Photoshop.
So that you can just jump on in.
I'm so good at Photoshop, dog. Alan. Yeah, Steven agrees. Ahsoka was awesome. Yeah, I think you'll like that one. And I haven't watched a lot of the Rebel stuff, so I don't have all the touchstones. They also make tons of, like catch up videos where it's like all you need to know before you watch it. They make really good short ones of those that you could peep. But like seeing Rosario just crush it in that show and it's so vivid. The colors of it, it's wild, man. It's what they should be doing. Well, I do like Andor because I like sad, brutal things.
See, and I don't mind that type of stuff. It's just I don't like space stuff.
Fair enough.
Unless it's space horror. I love Alien.
Interesting. That's okay.
I've been trying to narrow. I was just talking about this with my coworker the other day because she loves Star Wars. Like we have very similar tastes, and then there's some spots that I'm like, I don't know why. I just don't like it.
It's not your brand. It's not your flavor of vodka.
It's not my thing. It's just not. And so like I've been trying to narrow in on what type it is that I just don't fucking like. Because I used to think it was all space, and then I watched Alien and was like, I fucking love this movie.
Have you watched Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
You need what you need is the humor of Earth in space, like Guardians of the Galaxy or a Galaxy Quest or what's another good one? Like, when it's the thing of like people lie because they're from different planets or like that humor, but also you like the horror there too. So honestly, it might just be mostly Star Wars-esque stuff.
I don't like little pew 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 noises, first of all. And then I don't think I like political, like, which is so interesting because I do like some. Oh my God, Ken. Fucking stop.
He can't hardly wait. What's the other one? She's all that in her.
She's all that. Yeah, he did. She's all that in her.
You mean the really pretty? Why would you?
Side note: that actor, she was cast and then had some issues with scheduling, so she wrote a letter to Greta Gerwig and was like, "Please, slightly change your scheduling so that I can be in this." And she did.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's amazing.
Good. Hell yeah.
Oh, right. The Kens are trying to change the Constitution.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's the plot of this now.
This is like a big deal. They let the real world in instead of them. Oh, no.
And now they're going to fix it.
Okay. Girl power. Oh, will they play the Girls Avenger music when they all line up at the pool?
Oh, my God.
I know you love that one.
Got so mad.
She's
so
not alone.
Stupid. I will say the Marvels really enjoyed it a lot.
I gotta check that out. You guys are saying you like it.
They didn't have any of that bullshit in it, even though it's all women. They didn't have any moments of like, isn't it cool how we did this without penises? So that was nice. It's like, can we have representation without explicit commentary on the representation sometimes?
There's some things in life it's a lot easier if you don't have a penis, I'm being honest with you. Let's just, there's some things that it's like, there are days where I'm like, fuck, I'm not really happy about having one.
I'm sitting very comfortably right now, but also I'm a woman and have all the other problems that come with that.
Yeah, you gotta take you take the good with what's the line? Take the something facts of life.
Oh,
I don't know what.
That's one of our generational gaps.
It missed me too, but I'm just like, oh yeah, because I only know the like cusp of it, and so it makes sense.
I just realized her chain is insane, and I am going to call it a chain because it's Chanel.
I was going to ask if the CCs were a brand name. I didn't know if it was...
Gotta be a doctor how to order in CCs. It's a Megan Thee Stallion song.
Oh, boy. Oh, all right. Fucking get it. I'm into it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's a fucking hell of a one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you hear a line and you're like, I hope you broke your wrist patting yourself on the back when you wrote that. Because damn, sometimes, man. He put in Batwing doors and he keeps coming back
Oh, also, look at his underwear. It says Ken on it.
Well, that's who
That
he
was
is.
Ryan Gosling's decision or request. Okay, this is the best part. Well,
Is
no,
this
it's not
Wonderwall?
actually. Yes.
Jesus. Oh, it's not. It's
Oh shit. Oh,
"Hey,
that
Rustin,
hero. Yeah.
I think the hair's
Or, yeah, unwell.
It's around.
God, we'll get there
That's how
eventually.
long that song is. Sorry, Matchbox 20 fans, but damn, that one goes on. I got to tell you something about Rob Thomas. So my old roommate Nate was learning how to play "Smooth" with Rob Thomas and Santana. He wanted
Santana.
to learn. He wanted to learn to do the solo parts. I came home and that song was playing As Loud as You Like downstairs. And so I was like, oh, he's practicing. And I went into my bedroom and then some time went by and I left my bedroom to go to the kitchen. It was still playing. And this was like a couple of hours later. And then I was like, he's really into it. And another hour goes by. I go into the kitchen and Nate comes home from the front door. And I go,
what?
I go, who's downstairs listening to Rob Thomas and Santana? And he's like, I don't know, Doc. He just left it playing and left. I thought he was just down there listening to it.
It was you
crank.
listening, apparently.
Technically,
Jesus.
I was the one listening to Smooth Spanish Mona Lisa. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Rob. No one does.
God damn it, that's ridiculous.
Her top's kind of cool.
I like it.
I thought it was one of those white leather jackets for a second.
Oh, yeah. Look how giant that phone is.
Well, she's got very... That is a big phone. Jesus. This is not how I thought this was going to go at all. This is great. I mean, not that I thought it was going to be bad. I'm just saying... I like being surprised. Did they make Jealous Ken? Jealous Ken and Jealous Barbie that show up and like flirt with them at a double date to rekindle their marriage.
There's only one Ken, and he's just Ken. It just turns out he's always jealous because he's lame.
Fucking, what's up with the horses?
They love horses. It's
Boys
part of the
do
patriarchy.
not. No, they don't. I don't know.
Boys are cowboys, and they love horses.
Just because we're a cowboy doesn't mean that we like horses. Yes, I had this at arm's length. Yes, I always have this at arm's length. I don't know what your point is, Sarah. Yes, I brought a therapist to watch the Barbie movie. There's gonna be some hiccups.
What about it?
It's so many horses. Yeah. Steve's bringing up Margot looking hot in that outfit, man. She wears the shit out of stuff, man.
She does.
Good Lord. Like I think it's phenomenal.
You should have seen the press junkets she did. Oh my God. Every time, like that,
her and
plus
Ryan
the
did
got
a bunch of really good ones.
Oh my God. Yes.
Oh yeah. They're
so wonderful.
I should look up her like red carpet. But yeah. Okay.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Well, I saw some compilations of her and the guys giving interviews together.
Oh my God. Hush.
Pedal boats with
This song was in my top like 20 Spotify songs of 2023. It's perfect.
See, that jacket's a good look, man.
It is.
I gotta get me a fur coat, but not a real fur coat. That's cruel. Oh, they're gonna battle. Oh, it's exactly like Saving Private Ryan. The horses and everything. Like everybody hits each other with things that squeak. Oh no! He nipple twisted him.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh boy. This is not a terrible plan. Let the boys fight each other and they'll thin out the herd.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate that. I don't understand the fanny pack thing. They're coming back. Boys and be wearing them.
They're
and
nifty.
yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I can. I'm not that I'm trendy or I'm any kind of like authority on the. That's pretty good. Not that I'm any authority on it. I'm just saying I don't. I guess that's why I'm unfashionable, because I don't understand it. Steven, you got blocked again for titty twister. I'll allow it. You're racking them up one more away and you're a full Brandon. This is great. What other not swear words will they block? Oh no, that's not beach attire. I'll say something that's helping this. I watched Zoolander like 3 days ago. Just I haven't watched it in a long time. And I this is helping a lot. Like ease into it.
It does have a lot of those vibes. I forgot it gives a noogie. Okay, now here's the even better part.
Are they gonna have my powers? Are they gonna do a wizard duel? No. Is that no
imagination magic?
I thought it was Zac Efron for a second, but then I remembered what Zac Efron looks like now. No. He'll grow into what he did, but hey, it's his face. Live your life, but you were beautiful.
He did have his jaw broke. It was a medical thing.
Is that what it was? Well, then never mind. I'll stop shitting on him. I already said I'm in for Ricky Stenicki that's coming out with him in it this summer. I'm very excited about Ricky Stenicki. Oh no, they're gonna dance fight like the Sharks and the Jets. But they're the same. This is fun.
I love it. It sang to my show choir heart.
Okay. Were you in show choir?
Yes. Only for like 1 year though, because I was told to choose between debate club and show choir.
You know what? I believe this story 100%. Something's got to go. I'm not losing these arguments.
My debate coach may have said down the hallway, "Oh yeah, because you're gonna need jazz hands in the future."
Sarah,
okay.
I'm doubting your I'm doubting what's the word I'm looking for? It's your I'm doubting your commitment to sparkle motion.
It's fair. I'll be honest. I went on to become state champ of debate, so it was worth it.
That's awesome. That's a good call. That's the right call.
And I sucked at show choir.
We didn't have either of those. We didn't have show choir. We didn't have debate. We didn't have drama. We didn't have theater. We didn't have any of those, man. I was in the middle of a forest, man. I didn't know about acting until I was a man.
We were one of those like, oh God, I don't know what we were right under the biggest school, but the only thing our school was good at was debate. And everyone still hated us because why wouldn't they?
Because you're debating. Yeah. It was fucking arguing assholes every time. Was that would have been the mascot?
I was not, but the other people might have been.
The mascot's a marriage contract. We had in the South, football is God, right next to God. But our football team was the worst football team in the county. They won only one game my senior year, and it was our homecoming game to our rivals. So that's what kind of assholes we are, is we just want to beat our rival, and that's all we care about. But we regularly would say out in the hallways, and because there's that stigma of like the jocks would beat you up if you were mean to them. We all regularly said, no, the women's softball team should play football instead of the boys football team, because our softball team won like everything. They were far more better athletes in that group than there were the boys football. Some might say the coach. I don't know.
Yeah, we had a assembly once where we gave little Christmas gifts between clubs. And the football team said that the debate team gave them the ability to win a championship. Made me feel happy. And then, I forgot about this.
The debate team was so well regarded. That's weird. Well, I like that though.
My senior year though, we got a new principal, and when we won state, they didn't really say anything. And then our boys basketball team lost. in a championship
And
thing.
then they were like, debate team.
Well, no. Then the principal came on and was like, our boys, they did a good game. They worked hard. And I was just like, oh, okay.
This shit
I'll
right
be
here.
over here in the corner. It's fine.
This Varsity Blues Friday Night Lights fucking asshole shit.
Joke's on them. My picture's somewhere in that school.
Yeah, it's funny. And it will always be there. Yeah, for that.
Yeah.
And the boys won't. Don't. Okay, look. If you're gonna look, I'm just gonna drop this on you, Ken. And I'm not saying this to human beings. I'm talking to this Ken right here. Boys, don't listen to this. You can't cry and be the patriarchy. Boys don't cry. If women are going to be expected to stand on their tippy toes all fucking day long, you need to suck those back into your fucking eyeballs, and you need to put down a little baby.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
By the way, the reason people cry is because we get the stress hormone cortisol in our system, and we have to express it. And tears are a great way to get cortisol out of our system. Part of the reason that women cry more than men is because our tear ducts are smaller. So while we may well up the same amount, it's only our fucking small ass tear ducts that produce full on tears. So we might look like we cry more, but you guys are just as emotional as we are.
Like you're crying? Look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right here. I like a good cry. I have a lockbox with a cell phone in it, with the only recording of a song live from an artist that I paid a lot of money to play this song. The last time she said she would never play this song again because it was too sad. And I said, would you play it one last time for me? And I recorded it. I have the one thing that can take me down locked next to me like Davy Jones. You want to get to me? Good luck. I hurt myself regularly. And every now and then, I'll pull it out and I'll have a good cry. Also, Armageddon makes me laugh a little bit when he's like on the space rock and Ben Affleck's like, Harry, no. He's like, take care of my daughter. I'm like, no, Bruce Willis. I don't want to miss a thing.
I knew what I was signing up for, but we watched Spider-Man No Way Home the other day.
Oh, yeah. I kind of like that one.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it makes me sob for the last 20 minutes of it.
That's
because
the one with Aunt May and
I don't care about Aunt May. I'm horrible about that. But Zendaya is in it, and that part, and like, it
didn't have to. It didn't have to. Like, it's one of those things where they needed it to happen for the story, but it's like, there's so many other alternatives to what they did do they could have done. Like when it frustrates me too, but I really try to look past it because that's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
No, that is the one right after the one with Jake
that's
Gyllenhaal.
The one that's got all the other and Willem Dafoe and all the Spider-Mans.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah, that movie's incredible, but it needs that dumb thing, and so then side effect of that is that I don't want to spoil anything, but it makes me mad too. It is bullshit. Yes. There's a lot of good stuff that leads up to this thing, but that's the one thing about the new Spidey is that Tom Holland hasn't had to be sad Spidey. Tobey Maguire had to be sad Spidey the whole time.
That was something Michael and I were talking about, was that when you look at Spider-Man's history, his inciting incident is always just tragedy.
Yeah.
Batman, it's always his parents. The Flash, even, it's always his mom's murdered. His dad goes to jail for it. Which actually, I just finished reading Batman the White Knight. Phenomenal.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Yeah, highly recommend. Get some new fun lore to the Waynes.
Yeah, I bet.
They always have new fun stuff they put there.
They intimate that he's
fun. I guess there's Nazi scientists.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say intimate that he had some way of stopping a war, or
and just did
the
it.
Manhattan Project, or the other stuff.
It's always the same exact thing. It's Batman finds out something ostensibly horrific about his parents, and then he finds out further details, and it was like, no, they were only in it when it was okay. They got out when it got bad. evil.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the last
whole thing.
Batman, that they were so the Matt Reeves Batman, is that it was like, no, yeah, your dad did some your dad was a rich guy. He did some rich guy shit. Sorry to be the one to break it to you, kid.
Yeah, but that's what he does.
Oh my God! Speaking of that John Turturro, he was really good in that. He's in Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and he is the wildest character I've ever seen. I can't tell you a thing about his character without ruining how bonkers. They put celebrities in, like bigger names, in every episode, and they're usually just to the max. Like Parker Posey shows up and she's to the max. Who else? There's a lot of huge celebrities that are just weird and out there, but he shows up.
I love him. He's wonderful. He's in Gotham too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
I never did finish Gotham, but I referenced it a lot.
I need to get around to it. Yeah. Steven's saying Batman the White Knight, you say? Yeah, man. Yeah, I know, really, Steven. Really girls aren't supposed to read comic books. Those are for boys. They have Cosmopolitan. We have. I tell you what, I'll take issue with you know what, and this isn't for I don't know if I'm a feminist or not. I just don't like being a shithead to people. So I'm not an ist of any kind. I'm not a joiner. I just don't like shitty people. But I do not like Cosmopolitan. I don't know if it's still a thing and if they've changed, but the answer to everything is not a Kegel. Like, I lived with someone who fucking subscribed to them, so they would, when she put them up on the shelf, it would make the picture from the spine of them. Like, she was into it. I would read this shit and I'm like, y'all are fucking being assholes to each other.
Oh, we're awful, and that it's horrible.
I'm sorry if you're a fan of Cosmo. Awesome.
No one's a fan. No one's a fan of Cosmo. Anybody who likes it is a victim of Cosmo.
Oh, okay.
As are their
classier
partners.
magazine, Maxim.
I liked 17.
Good pull. Was Tiger Beat around when you were a kid?
No, what the highlights. That was really the good one. No, 17 was mostly what I had. Okay. Cosmo was like the adult one, because Cosmo you could find softcore porn in. So written softcore porn. Like it would be
stories. Oh, were there like penthouse forums in Cosmo?
Oh, it was it had to have been Cosmo, because it couldn't have been 17. And I'm like, I don't think I had another magazine I would have like routinely read, but it had like erotic novel excerpts in the back. And I was like,
I didn't see that part. I only saw the shit about Kegels. I should have kept reading.
Well, it was always Kegels or here's how to traumatize somebody's penis. Like I once read a recommendation to do a twisty motion like that on
the thoosh. Yeah, the thoosh.
Yeah. And I was like, I just don't think that's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah, you screw it like a light bulb.
I was young enough that it was just not an issue at the time, but like, it's a lot.
Is it that we don't have enough sex education, or is it too much sex miseducation? Which is it, Americans?
I will say, so 17. No. I'm thinking of Teen Vogue. Teen Vogue had a renaissance, and they really upped their game on a lot of different stuff.
That's cool.
They actually got some flack because they posted a guide to how to have safe anal sex.
That's important.
It is, and that's something that a lot of people don't know about, and a lot of dumb teenagers would do some dangerous things. So Teen Vogue really stepped up their game quite a bit.
They did the Lord's work.
Yeah. Hopefully, teen pregnancy historically is on the decline. I think we're at the lowest rates that we've ever been at before.
Also, isn't just pregnancy on decline? Like, aren't we just having less babies?
That's also true. Yeah. But the teen pregnancy rates started going down before general birth rate decline, I'm pretty sure. Why is Will Ferrell waving like that?
Because that's how they teach. He's doing it too.
Princess wave.
Yeah. You gotta wave with your whole body and put Vaseline on your teeth.
I almost bought Michael that sweatshirt. I love it so much.
That is nice. Yeah, that is cool.
I saw a guy wearing it the other day. It made me really happy.
Looks comfortable.
I don't remember what I was
she's taking her to heaven?
No, she's taking her to the real world.
Okay.
AKA hell. I had a nurse I worked with make fun of the way I wave once, and I have not recovered. Oops. No, it's
wave for us now, unprompted. Don't think about it. Just wait. Bye. What's wrong with that? That's great.
Apparently, it makes me look like a small child.
I do the double-handed perf curve.
I'm just always excited to people. I'm like, hi.
That's a good wave.
Then they're
That's
like,
not a happy
you're
person.
flailing. Uh, that was
Wacky
my
waving
read
flail
on them
flail
as
too.
well.
Yeah, no, that's fine. What's the movie where they had to teach someone? Oh, The Long Shot, where they had to teach Charlize Theron to wave because she had a fucking dumb wave.
Also, Princess Diaries. Two
Oh,
different.
really?
Oh yeah, she had to learn how to wave like a princess.
Okay. I haven't
Mhm.
seen Princess
I think
Diaries.
it was. Oh, it's great. I mean, it's not, but it is. I loved it when I was a kid. I
I
think
saw
it probably
parts.
holds up.
I had a couple of
Well,
stepsisters, and
no.
so that was on from time to time, but I didn't like watch it. That was one of the ones that was kind of around. I think I was too old for Ella Enchanted to roll around.
Oh my God, I fucking loved Ellen
Did you?
Enchanted.
Okay.
Yes, that was the best shit. I also read that book though. I forgot it was
Oh,
a
okay.
book. Yeah. So I loved that. And that was before Anne Hathaway randomly got hated by everybody. Um,
She does have a psycho smile. I'll give her that. I love Anne
I
Hathaway. I'm a fan.
I do too.
I
I've
thought she was a
enjoyed her
great
quite a
Catwoman.
bit.
I love Ocean's 8. I unironically love. I love all the Ocean's movies, but I think her character in that might be the biggest performance in my opinion. I don't know. Helen Bonham Carter is acting her ass off too.
Yeah.
But everybody else is so muted, like the Ocean's boys. Those couple of roles really stand out and they really pop. Steven says any female who reads / watches / likes Batman is 100% class act in my book. That's what I'm talking about.
Damn Skippy.
Now they need to stop
Love
reading
it.
them. Those are for boys. You heard me.
So I do have a problem with her as Catwoman only because I have there's a lot, but she steals
Oh.
Martha's pearls in I
Mhm.
think the third.
Yeah.
That infuriated me
Because they're
to a
broken
level.
1,000 times over and
Well,
over and
first
over.
of all,
Every
that.
time they show it, they're fucking broken on
Are
Crime
you
Alley.
telling me
So
he
did
wouldn't
he picked them
restring it?
all up while he's crying over his dead parents? Is like, will someone get me some dental floss? My mom
Well,
died.
There is another thing about that, actually. Oh God, the cats are fighting behind me because Murphy
Also-
didn't realize she was there.
Oh no. Oh no.
They're
It's
fine.
gonna be
But
perfectly framed too to watch the fight. This is great.
how dare he or how dare she fucking steal those? Like, no, he should have fucking. I know he doesn't shoot people, but I was so mad. I was like, he needs to lay her the fuck out.
Well, he
'Cause
knew
how
he
dare
can't
she?
do Batman stuff when, you know.
I don't even care.
Well,
I don't even
he
care.
doesn't want anyone knowing that he can. Well, he still couldn't really fight. He was all fucked up still. He didn't
I
have
can't
the.
remember if he was still in it or not. Well, did you also see the other thing about how it's a shitty pearl necklace because true pearl necklaces have knots between each pearl because they're so delicate that they dent each other?
Well, what if they were fake pearls and she wore them to be, but they were from the Titanic? I don't know. I don't want.
Port de la Mer.
That's not the hill I want to die on. Is Martha Wayne. That name is the bane of my existence. I'm sitting there. I paid good damn money to watch fucking Zack Snyder make a gosh darn Batman movie, and then all of a sudden Martha is what flips it around on me. Like, I'm furious at Zack Snyder. He was my pal. I didn't even hate him with Sucker Punch. It took another couple of movies before I was like, I don't think I like this guy anymore.
Army of Dead. So
Yeah,
I came
that
back
was
around on
abysmal.
Snyder cut. I was like, okay. And then, I mean, it wasn't good, but it had a lot of things that should have been fucking cut from it. But I was like, maybe he just needs a lot of time
Yeah, like
to
the
make
Borders.
a movie.
Because
Start with that.
He shot it in IMAX because of fucking course he did. And he's like, I'm going to put it out just like it is. That's a square, Zach. We have come so far to make all of our TVs rectangles. And then you think that I want to watch a fucking square, man? Like, that from square
It's
one.
the
you've lost
only
me.
way that you can truly appreciate a 5-minute fucking sequence of Aquaman singing in a village for no reason. Couldn't cut anything.
that
Had to
was
be a
my
4-hour
favorite.
movie.
That was my favorite part. Was he comes out of the ocean all slow mo, and in the Zack Snyder cut, and he downs that bottle and breaks it on the dock in the water where he's the king of. What the fuck?
We are about to get to the last sting, and it's important.
Okay.
Oh, I think he might say something else. Does he say "si se puede" here?
Slides.
America Ferrera is in a movie where they shout that a lot on Disney Channel, and it's excellent.
Oh.
Gotta kick it up. Gotta love that movie.
Okay. Okay. no, that's not a good. Oh, that's day one of real life as the gyno. Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck.
Let's go get a pap.
That's a wonderful end stinger right there. That was absolutely on point.
Yeah, I
Man.
really love it.
You know what? So I'm aware of paper dolls because my grandparents had catalogs that had them in them. Like kids would just get them when they would get these catalogs that their parents would buy. That was an interesting thing that kids were so into paper dolls.
Yeah. Do you remember Flat Stanleys?
No, what's Flat Stanley?
Flat Stanley was a thing that we did every once in a while in elementary school where you would do a paper doll and you would send it to live with, not live, I guess, send it to somebody that
Spend the night
lived
with somebody.
somewhere else. Yeah. And they would take like pictures of it and like be like, look at what your Stanley did. Yeah. Like I sent my Flat Stanley to my family in Peoria and they took him around the architecture firm, took little pictures from going to work.
The public library in Peoria.
Oh, that was glorious.
That's a great idea. Yeah, I missed that. That's a awesome.
Oh yeah, that was a fun little thing that we got to do.
Oh, Skipper didn't just have a kid. Skipper had too many kids.
Skipper was a kid. She was a baby.
Oh, she get pregnant in high school?
No, Skipper would never. Barbie doesn't have sex.
Oh, Steven knows Flat Stanley. So yes, Flat Stanley was fun. Okay. I
love Flat Stanley.
Oh, Nikki got a yo-yo because you know how girls love yo-yos.
It's the best thing ever.
These are cool.
God, that had to get wrecked every single time, I'm sure. She's cute and young, and then she grows tits.
Is the one with the screen also the one with the growy boobs?
No, the one with the growy boobs was before that.
What's in the back of the Barbie with the screen in it? What did it play?
It's just a TV. I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
I have so many comments to putting a television inside a woman's back that I don't want to make right now. Who is that a real thing or is this for the movie?
Oh no, that's real. All of those were real Barbies.
That's not okay. No one asked me. Not a single person. They asked me about all the other stuff and I said, that's fine. But that's the one they didn't come knock on my door about. I would have said, explain it a little more.
And they would have said no. They would have put it up there with hair color changing Barbie, which came with a stencil, and you would change her hair by getting it wet. How does water work on a stencil, you ask? Not very well is the answer.
Oh, was it almost like Kool-Aid water or something? Like, was that what was the dye?
Well, so it would just, the dye must have been in the hair somehow. I don't know how it works, but you would have these stencils that were the size of like little, like short fucking rulers.
Okay.
And they would have like stars and pretty patterns, and you were supposed to drop the water just in the little pattern area, and then it would do that. And I did forget to say this earlier. The biggest thing Barbies gave children is finger dexterity.
From like doing all the stuff, the accoutrement with them.
Yeah, fine motor skills are really important, and Barbies are actually a really good way that kids learn fine motor skills. And it's just by navigating stuff on there and apparently fucking putting water in stencils and shit. Man, mine never worked right though.
They did boy toys like that too, where like you'd get like a Hot Wheels paint game, like a paint shop, and so you would put stuff on to change the paint. If it wasn't already baked into the because they had that paint that would be it would react to like hot water and stuff.
Yeah,
but if it was actual paint, like watercolor stuff or the things you would do in like bathrooms, bathroom walls or stuff like that, it never worked right. It was never good. A lot of that stuff was pretty heckin' garbage. I don't know why they didn't do it'd be a bit of a mess, but like say that you got to do it in a bowl or in the sink. Did they do a for real like hair dye Barbie at one point in time?
I don't think so.
They should have been so easy to do.
Especially with that big bust Barbie, that would have been really cool. That was I fucking love it. I did. So the other thing I had told you about this before we started recording, but this is related to the pink paint thing. So there's a national pink paint shortage. That led me to a different mystery in the world, which is who buys the most glitter. So there was this little mystery a while back where the woman who like is in charge of selling all of the glitter in the fucking world was like, you guys would never, yes, naturally, was like, you guys will never guess who the biggest purchaser of glitter is. And it started all these different fucking rumors, but we do have the answer now.
Let me see if I can guess who the biggest buyer of glitter is. I got to imagine it's Hallmark.
It is not. That's a decent guess, though.
Yeah, because a lot of glitter cards, because everybody fucking sends them to me because I fucking hate glitter. And all my family's like, look how much glitter we got you. They sent me a nutcracker for Christmas, completely covered in glitter.
Oh my God.
Everywhere.
I'm sorry that your family loves you so much and wants you to have fun.
I know. So who's the biggest buyer of glitter?
Boat industries. The boat paints
because they put in
has glitter
paint.
in it. Yeah, it's one of those things that you don't think about it, but glitter, it like paint on boats is super fucking shiny and glittery. I think it's to help protect against wear or some bullshit like that.
Maybe I don't know that like car, because you know cars will do when they do like the sparkly paint, they do metallic flecks, and I don't know what glitter's made out of. I guess it has to be. I thought glitter was plastic though. I have to look into it.
It might depend. There might be different types.
It's interesting that it's more in a boat than in cars. So I'm wondering if it's a different type in cars. But yeah, the boats always have those like real fly paint jobs. But I guess it makes sense that it would need to be a little more
like
durable.
Coarse.
That's weird because like boats doesn't seem like there's a lot of boats. But
think about how much fucking paint has. Well, okay, so I saw a thing a while back that was like they were able,
bass boats especially.
They didn't. There was a part of the space shuttle that they had originally painted white, and they decided to stop doing that, and it made it tons lighter. Actual legitimate tons. So you have to think about how much paint goes on some of these cruise ships too.
People don't paint race cars anymore because vinyl wraps is technically lighter than the paint job.
That's wild. Hey, I never really thought about that. Yeah.
Well, it's when you spread it out over all the that is, especially with a space shuttle, and it's every ounce counts. Like you make the astronaut go poop at least one more time before you take off. All right, look, folks, we this was a lot of fun. I didn't cry, thankfully. But I also, we were talking, we were having a good time with this. I'm definitely going to watch this again. This was so much fun, and I'm glad I got to check it out. It definitely had some things that still surprised me, even though I live in the world and everybody's been talking about it for so long. So thank you all for not spoiling it. And Sarah, thank you for pitching this as an idea. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you for having me.
Anything to send anybody home with?
Stream Hiss by Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, all right. Now you've earned your paycheck for the week from Megan Thee Stallion. Absolutely. Well, all right. Well, look, we got another episode coming up in a couple of weeks. Go check us out over on Facebook. Do a follow. That's where I drop all the promo cards that say when we're going out, is over on Instagram and Facebook. So that way you'll know when the episodes are coming out. I put shorts up on YouTube, so please subscribe over there. And that way you can just get all the stuff as I put it out and know when the next episodes are. The next one's going to be on American Movie. It's a documentary. It's going to be a weird one, folks. Yeah, we talked over it.